Take a look at the Royals starting lineup that Andy is going to face. Local kid from Brooklyn, David DeJesus in left field leads off. Batting second and playing shortstop, another local kid from New York, Mike Aviles. Mark Tien at first base will hit third. Cleaning up and playing right field is Jose Guillen. Miguel Olivo, good numbers against Pettit lifetime. He'll DH and he'll bat fifth. Batting sixth and catching, day game after night game. How about that, John Buck? Alberto Casaspo, the second baseman, will bat seventh. Batting eighth and playing third base, Esteban Herman. And the number 9 hitter is the center fielder, Joey Gathering. The numbers on Andrew Eugene Pettit. The veteran left-hander, his 13th start. So far, 5-5, 4.21, way more than a hit per inning. He has not pitched great this year. Good strikeout to walk ratio. Opponents hitting close to 300 against him.
And here's that elusive look at the pitcher scouting report. Heating up, Andy Pettit, hot weather pitcher, 84 degrees or better. He's won 13 in a row at Yankee Stadium. Royal Pain. He's a Royal Pain. He's 7-0 in his last 9 starts versus the Royals. Double trouble. No double plays in his last 6 starts. That's one shy of the longest streak of his career.
Hey, let's take a look at the weather. I told you it's very hot. That's just the words. Let's look at the numbers. Game time weather conditions, 90 degrees, high humidity, 7 miles per hour, so not much wind. And the forecast is for hot and hazy. And throw humid in there, too, so it's the Triple H. Do you like pitching in this sort of weather?
Love this weather. It's
really
great. Get your arm loose. When you get old, you need it. You know, to get loose. You know, all those tendons in your arm. I think Andy feels the same way. He's pretty good when it's 84 and up. And it's above 84 today. That's for sure.
It is above 84. DeJesus is ready. Pettit is ready. And let's do it here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And the pitch is outside. We're underway, 1-0. .90 degrees. Where did this come from? It was 72 yesterday. So a bonus 18.
This is Kansas City weather, Michael.
Absolutely. All we need is AstroTurf. Like the old days. And the 1-1. Now you say you obviously like pitching in this sort of weather, but does it take something out of you? Do you lose something in the 5th or 6th inning from fatigue?
Well, you know, you can, but, you know, I've always found as long as you hydrate yourself, you're in good shape, you do your work in between starts, you should be fine as far as endurance goes. It's paramount to keep your pitch count down, though, if you can.
And the 1-2. Lofted to left field. Johnny Damon is there, and he'll put it away. 1 down. Well, you've met Johnny Damon already. Let's take a look at the entire Yankee defense. You've got Damon in left. In center field, it's Melky Cabrera, and over and right, Bobby Abreu. A-Rod, Jeter, Cano, and Bettamy, third to first. Posada behind the plate. Giambi's DHing, and Pettit is on the mound. Here's Mike Aviles. Picked up his first major league hit yesterday, a double to right field. And the pitch is inside, 1-0. Royals have been looking for a shortstop. Tony Pena is their starting shortstop, but there was a stretch of 4 days where they started 4 different shortstops. And Aviles was tearing it up in Triple-A, so he gets a try now. These are the Triple-A numbers, 336 at Triple-A Omaha, 10 homers and 42 ribbies, nice on-base percentage.
You mentioned the shortstop troubles for the Royals, Michael, and, you know, it's kind of interesting. They released Angel Baroa today, or at least traded him finally.
There's a ground ball to short. Jeter. 2 away.
He was a Rookie of the Year. It's almost as if the Royals have had a Rookie of the Year kind of itis. You know, Angel Baroa was the Rookie of the Year in 2003. He was a shortstop with the Royals. And thought he was going to be a fixture in the future of the franchise, and he just kind of fell on hard times, and they finally parted ways with him today, and they're still looking for an answer at shortstop.
They've had 4 Rookie of the Years. Lou Piniella, Bob Hamlin, and Carlos Beltran joined Angel Baroa. A lot of people felt that when Tony Pena, the Yankee first base coach, lost the job as Royals manager, that hurt Baroa. He had a good relationship with Baroa and was the manager when Baroa had that Rookie of the Year season. There's Tony. Tony almost got beamed yesterday with a line drive. I believe it was off the bat of Damon. And I asked him about it today. He said, I didn't even see it. He said, I didn't see it till it was almost past me. He goes, it was very scary. He was laughing about it when it happened, but he admitted today it was pretty scary. And the 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, Michael, and you kind of get the sense too that the coaches are now wearing helmets in the coaching boxes, and it's probably a good idea. Some of the coaches were vehemently against it. Larry Bow was one, but you see right there's Luis Severio, the longtime Royal. Rusty Kuntz, first base coach there. Been around the game for a long time. It's the first year they've had to wear those helmets in the coaching boxes.
And the 3-1. Driven out to left field. Deep. Moving back Damon. Still back. It's over his head and off the base of the wall and counters back out into left field. Tien is at second. He thinks about third, but he'll stop right there. So a double for Mark Tien.
This kind of gives you an idea on the hot day how well the ball is going to carry at Yankee Stadium today. Tien gets a good swing on it. It gets extended. And this ball just jumps. But Johnny Damon doesn't get a good read on it. It's right at him. You can see it kind of freezes for a minute, turns around and goes back, and that ball just jumps off the bottom of the wall. Johnny, you can see that wind kind of playing tricks with it. Got to scurry back and get it and throw it back in. But Tien hit that ball well, but the ball's definitely really carrying, especially to left today at Yankee Stadium.
There's Jose Guillen. He'll try to drive in Tien, who will pick up his 9th double of the season. Swing and a miss. Big healthy cut. Royals raised some eyebrows when they signed Guillen to a 3-year, $36 million deal. People in baseball said, why? But he can hit. He's bounced around. He's been on 9 teams. And he has 38 RBIs for the Royals, so he's done that part of his job. By the way, that double by Tien, the first extra base hit that Pettit's allowed to a lefty batter at Yankee Stadium this year. And the 0-1. Upstairs. These are Guillen's numbers over the last 4 years. His best year last year. So it's always, I guess 2004 was pretty good too, but it's interesting that people have their best year when they're about to hit the free agent market. Shows you're clutch. You know, there's pressure on you to do it.
The one thing about Guillen is that he plays hard. You know, he's never been labeled a dog or a guy who doesn't show up on time or begs out of the lineup. He always plays hard. He gets in arguments with his managers when they do try to take him out of the lineup. And I think you can never question, you know, his intensity level when he's in the game and how hard he plays the game.
That's driven deep to left field. Backing up Damon. He's on the track. He's at the wall. See ya. 2-run home run for Jose Guillen. Ball jumping around Yankee Stadium. It's 2-0 Royals. You said it, David. Traveling the left.
You could just tell watching batting practice today earlier that you could see the ball was really carrying as we go pitch by pitch here with Andy. And there's a good cutter down and in, swing and a miss. Overthrows a fastball up and in. Another fastball up and in, misses. 2-1 count. Tries this cutter more like a slider down and in. Guillen gets to it, cuts it off. Not a bad pitch, but kind of sat and flattened out over the plate. You can see that ball really carrying the left. I don't think Guillen got that really well, but once it got up in the air, as you see Johnny Damon kind of climb the wall and make an effort at it. A little Spider-Man act right there. That ball's really jumping to left.
Miguel Olivo fouls one off. Now, if you know it's jumping to left and you're pitching, do you have to pitch differently, or you just have to pitch your game?
Well, you still have to pitch your game. You know, the last thing you want is that kind of a distraction, although you are aware of it, and you know that if you're going to come inside to right-handers, you better get it in there. But regardless, you still have to pitch to your strengths. And Andy's strength is going to be inside to righties, so you can't pitch away from that. You know, it's not as if he can abandon his cutter. He just needs to be sharp with it and make sure he gets it in. And he didn't quite get that one in there, and Guillen cut it off and got it up in the air, and the ball carried.
Only the team's 34th home run of the year, so this is not a team that hits many home runs. So they get a quick 2-0 lead on the Guillen home run, his 8th of the year. So he has 8 of the 34. Last in runs per game, last in home runs. They have had their offensive problems. Last in slugging percentage, next to last in on-base percentage, and average right in the middle. And the 2-2. Grounded back to Pettit. He waits for better meat, and that'll do it as Olivo is gunned down. But the Royals jump out early. A double by Tian, and then a home run to left field off the bat of Jose Guillen. 2 runs on 2 hits and nobody left. At the end of a half inning, it's the Royals 2 and the Yankees coming to bat. 2 hits, both home runs. Jason Giambi DHs. Posada back behind the plate. Robinson Cano bat 7th and plays 2nd. Wilson Betemit at first will hit 8th and batting 9th and plays center field. Melky Cabrera. The numbers on Bannister. This is his 13th start. 5 and 6, 4.60. About a hit per inning. About a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
And there's the scouting pitchers report, and no road dog. On the road, 5 starts, 1 and 4 with an 8.44 ERA. At home, 7 starts, 4 and 2 with a 2.45. Fun in the sun. Career 11 and 2 career record during the day. One that got away. The Mets still feel like it was a bit of a mistake to let this one get away. He's won 17 games since June 1st of last year.
And the 1-0. That's driven to right field and deep. Going back is Guillen. Looking up. It's going to be off the wall. And Damon will go into second with a double. Damon had his 14-game hitting streak snap with an 0 for 5 yesterday. But he starts another one, and he does it without his mustache. He shaved it off after the streak was over.
See Johnny Damon get a fastball down and in. Lefties love that happy zone right there, and he kind of slips out of the box, but he put a real good swing on it. Just drops the bat of the head on the ball, and the ball jumps to right field as well. This ball just gets off the wall in a hurry. See Johnny slipping out of the box, coming out. Looks like he's all right, though. He's got an easy double right here.
19th double of the season. That'll bring up the captain, Derek Jeter. Right back to Bannister, and makes the play, and moving to third is Damon. So an early sacrifice as the Yankees have been having trouble scoring runs.
A heads-up play by Derek Jeter right here, probably bunting on his own. You know, rarely will manager Joe Girardi give a sacrifice bunt signal. This is Derek Jeter taking it upon himself, disguises it, gets it down, and that's pretty close to a base hit. If he gets it down the line a little more, Bannister jumps off that mound, bare hands it, makes a quick throw. A little better location. That's almost a bunt for a base hit, but a heads-up play by Derek Jeter leading the way and probably doing that on his own, as I said.
So Damon is at third. Yankees are down 2-0. And here's Abreu. I'll tell you what, David, you probably disagree with me. I've always hated that play from Jeter. I mean, I want Jeter to try to hit the ball on the right side. He can get a base hit, keep the inning going. Why would you give up an out? This is a great hitter who's going to have 3,000 hits when it's all said and done. He just gave up an at bat.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
I knew you would.
You know, I think that wasn't a straight sacrifice. I think that's more of Derek bunting for a base hit. It's twofold. He's getting the runner over. He knows that the Yankees had trouble scoring runs last night. He was trying to bunt for a base hit right there, as well as get a sacrifice. And the worst you come out of that deal is just to move the runner over, set the tone, get a run after the Royals got a home run in the first, and you're down 2-0. Try to cut it in half. There's nothing wrong with trying to bunt for a base hit, and if you get a sacrifice out of it as well, then it works. Derek Jeter is still one of the fastest runners out of the box from the right-handed side of the plate for a right-handed batter. There's nothing wrong with him trying to bunt for base hits and move a runner over in the process.
Might be our first disagreement. I like it, though.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's healthy.
Very healthy.
All relationships have that. And the 3-1. Line to right field. It is a foul ball.
Yeah, I think in particular, Michael, we talked about in the opening of the segment here that you know, the Yankees have been wildly inconsistent, both offensively and with their pitching. And sometimes, you know, I'm sure Derek feels this way, the captain of the Yankees. He's trying to set the tone. He's trying to get something going here early in the game. We're down 2-0. Let's cut that lead in half right here. Well, as I said, I'm sure he took that upon himself to bunt right there, but I believe he was trying to bunt for a base hit right there.
Foul back. I guess my only point is that I trust Derek Jeter to get big hits, and I trust Derek Jeter always hit the ball to the right side. And you got a better chance of getting a base hit if you're hitting the ball to the right side, punching it through, and then you can get a big inning going. Now it seems like the Yankees are playing for 1 run. And with that lineup, I don't know if they should be playing for 1 run at the first inning, but I see your point. I guess I see his. The 3-2 is popped up. And so they don't get the run in here as De Jesus makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
See Bobby Abreu get tied up on that pitch right there. Bannister came in on him. A lot of times, the men on third, less than 1 out, the best thing you can do is to come inside. You see Bobby gets tied up. Kind of tries to bring his hands in there and clearly beat on the pitch. Sometimes pitchers try to get the ball on the ground, get a ground ball, and keep the ball in the infield to try to save the run at third. But the contrarian point of view is to try to jam a guy, get a pop-up, and that's exactly what Bannister did there, and got the pop-up and stayed out of the sacrifice fly situation.
Well, now Bannister has to be careful with Rodriguez. A-Rod is 2 for 5 against him, and the 2, both home runs. And the pitch. Taking the ball away, swing and miss.
I think Bannister's style is going to be similar to Darryl Rasner that we saw last night. A lot of cut fastballs, starts off a lot with it. Very similar build, same kind of arm action. He and Rasner pitch with similar styles in terms of their stuff and their repertoire. Neither one of them have overpowering fastballs, but they move the ball in and out. They cut their fastballs. They'll throw a curveball to get ahead here and there, mostly to left-handed batters.
And the 1-1. Now, A-Rod in these situations has not done a good job this year. Last year he was phenomenal, especially early. In the first inning yesterday, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. He bangs into a double play. With 2 outs and runners in scoring position, he's hitting .222 this year. With runners in scoring position overall, he's hitting .190, 8 for 42. And the 2-1. Nub foul.
That's really the formula for right-handed pitchers, Michael, as we talked about Darryl Rasner and his great outing last night, is that when you can't throw the ball 95 miles an hour, you're better off throwing the ball 86 miles an hour with a little movement and a little finger pressure, and maybe cut your fastball. And you see A-Rod gets that off the end of the bat on the last pitch. That's the formula for a guy with an average fastball, and you're right-handed in the big leagues.
2-2. Missed inside, 3-2.
The cut fastball has become such a popular pitch nowadays. And you see, the Yankees have a guy in the bullpen named Mariano Rivera who's got one of the best cut fastballs you'll ever see. And it seems like a lot of pitchers are following suit and coming up with that pitch.
3-2, and he works a walk. And that's going to bring up Jason Giambi. But first, let's take a look at how he dealt with Rodriguez.
Well, pitch by pitch, you see there's the little cutter, swing and a miss, tries to come inside with the same kind of a little moving fastball, misses inside again. There's the cutter again, A-Rod's off of it, tries to come back in, it's just in and out. There's another cutter, and A-Rod lays off of it. Similar to what we saw last night with Darryl Rasner. Move your fastball in and out, manufacture a little bit of movement on it, change speeds, work fast, throw strikes, and you could be successful with less than a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
And the pitch to Giambi. Now, Giambi struck out in the 8th inning yesterday with runners on 1st and 2nd and 2 outs, and it was such a bad call. Ed Montague said he didn't even come close to going, and Giambi, who really never argues and said he has a lot of respect for Ed Montague, wouldn't say anything bad about him, really argued with him, and Joe Girardi wasn't pleased either. That was a big point in the game. And you don't want to pin the whole game on that play. And I know the excuse, umpires are human, but the other thing is, well, that's their job to get that right. Boy, he got that really wrong.
Yeah, that probably bothers hitters more than anything, is that they at least check, at least confirm it with the third base umpire. That's what they're there for, to help you with check swings. Very hard for an umpire to call both the pitch and the swing.
1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Giambi has really hit very, very well of late. I mean, big time well, but he struggled with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Just 1 for 22. That's 0-45. So it's hard to figure this game out. Been the Yankees' hottest hitter. But these spots know the 2-1. Ooh, a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right by him, 2-2.
See Buck setting up outside. It's kind of middle away. Jason gets a good swing at it. Looks like he's just under it. Pitch is just barely above the belt. Good pitch to hit. Jason put a good swing on it, but was clearly late.
Runner goes, and the ball is grounded to short right field. Bad hop, base hit. Damon scores. A-Rod goes to third, and the ball just hopped over the head of Callaspo because it hit the lip of the grass, and it's an RBI single. Yankees on the board.
Well, you got it right on the head, Michael. This is kind of the shift buster for Jason. He's been beaten by the shift so many times. This is the way you beat it. Hit the lip of the grass and get the 9-foot hop over the second baseman's head. And you know what? There's no other way to score that than a base hit. That's an RBI. You see it hit right on the lip of that grass where the dirt meets the grass. That's something you can't practice on in infield practice before the game.
So Giambi picks up his 32nd ribby. Maybe the Yankees need a break like that to get rolling. Here is Posada. Pitch outside.
If I'm Brian Bannister right now, Michael, and I'm on the mound, it's easy to feel sorry for yourself. You made a good pitch. You should be out of the inning. You got the bad hop. Now you got Jorge Posada in there in first and third. And you don't make a good pitch here, you get a chance to let this thing unravel.
Count 2-0.
You know, one of the biggest stats I look at for a starting pitcher is how many runs you give up and how many are unearned, or if there's an error made or a bad hop. You know, how do you pitch after that? And that's dealing with adversity, and this is a real test in the first inning for Brian Bannister.
There's a strike. Jerry Lane's the home plate umpire.
I remember Jerry Lane very well. He's a consistent umpire. As you see the umpires there. And Eddie Montague was home plate last night. We talked about is now at third. But Jerry Lane was always very consistent, but more of a hitter's umpire, more of an on-the-plate style of umpire.
I love when pitchers say that, because what you're saying is he actually calls the strike zone, so that makes him a hitter's umpire.
It makes him a hitter's umpire. What I mean by that is that there are a lot of borderline calls throughout the game and throughout a major league season, and the tendencies are on those borderline pitches, do they go for the hitter or the pitcher? And generally speaking, Jerry Lane's borderline calls go for the hitters.
The 2-2. Now, borderline, you're meaning that it's not a strike, but you just want to get that call.
Well, borderline means the ball could be off the plate, but part of that ball could be touching the black of the plate as well. That's considered a borderline pitch as well. When I say you have to be on the plate, meaning that almost the entire ball has to be on the plate, as opposed to just off the plate with the ball and maybe just the outer portion of the ball touching the black of the home plate. That's a borderline pitch.
26 pitches for Bannister, 13 balls, 13 strikes. Was John Hirschbeck one of your favorite umps?
John Hirschbeck was great.
He gave you borderline. Three-two. Line to center field. Gap right. Boy, that ball got out there in a hurry. Runs it down for the final out of the first. Yankees get a run on 2 hits, 1 lucky bounce. No errors and 2 men left. We played 1 inning here at Yankee Stadium. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1. It's our second inning. It is a 2-1 Royals game. Jose Guillen with a 2-run home run against Andy Pettit. A bad hop single over the head of Callaspo by Jason Giambi drove in the Yankee run in the bottom of the first. So John Buck will start it off. And there's a strike.
So one of the keys I'm looking for with Andy Pettitte today is that first pitch right there. How often can he drop that curveball in for a strike on righties? It sets up his entire repertoire. His ability to throw his off-speed breaking ball for strikes consistently is really a key to his success, especially early in the count. See Posada behind the plate again, and he and Andy have worked together so often in the past and very well together. Classic sign for a cutter inside right there.
Now Pettitte has really struggled against righties this year. 344 against lefties, 173, and his whole game is a mirror image of what it used to be, because he used to be death on righties. But that tells you just not throwing the cutter like he used to.
Or relying on it too much. You know, as you see there, he took a shot away and missed away with a fastball. You know, I've always said that obviously Andy Pettitte's bread and butter is his cutter, but you need to control the other side of the plate as well to protect the integrity of that cut fastball. The more you use it, the less effective it becomes. He's got to be able to command the other side of the plate, both with slow breaking balls that backdoor it, and his fastball and changeup away to righties as well.
You know, we talked about night games, day games. We've been comparing the splits with some pitchers. The other day we talked about day games and night games, and Al Leiter did not have a good record in day games. He was 50 and 51 lifetime, and a little bit of a higher ERA. Now, we dug up your numbers. You had a lower ERA in day games than night games. Now, you were 66 and 44 in the day, 128 and 82 at night, but a 3.38 ERA in the day and 3.51 ERA at night. Now, that surprised me in one way. I mean, you're a little bit of a nocturnal person. I wouldn't assume that you had that much sleep for day games.
I did like to beat the streets here and there, especially in Manhattan. You got to enjoy yourself as a young man in this city, but
do those numbers surprise you?
Not at all. Not at all. I liked pitching in day games. You know, I suppose Al Leiter, maybe Red Bull didn't go so good for breakfast for him. Maybe it was before Red Bull.
Right.
But no, I enjoyed pitching during the day, especially at Yankee Stadium. Such a great atmosphere, day games, historical ballpark.
Let's see if they can turn two here. There's one. And Callaspo's doubled up, and that's the first double play that Andy Pettitte has had in the last 6 games.
This is what he's been looking for. He goes away and gets a pitch down. Robinson Cano is tailor-made. Easy turn. Jeter's there. Quick feet. Plenty of time. And this is what's made Andy so successful. Sometimes he pitches himself into trouble, but he's always able to get that double play ball. Usually big double play balls. That's actually a cutter inside. You could see kind of down towards the label of the bat. Gets jammed. He's trying to go the other way. Gets a nice double play ball right there.
Here's Esteban Herman. Count 1-0. And there's a strike. Count 1-1. Shows bunt and didn't pull the bat back. Count 1-2. When you give up a run in the first inning and 2 runs in the first inning like Pettitte does, do you have to fight the urge to get down on yourself? Oh, here I go.
Yeah, Andy's that type. You know, he's really hard on himself, but it's not so much down on yourself. It's just you're such a perfectionist that you really beat yourself up a little bit.
1-2. Were you able to just shake it off a bad first inning?
Well, I think it just makes it paramount that you go back out there and put a goose egg up the next inning. That's what made that double play ball so big after walking the leadoff guy, after giving up a 2-run home run in the first.
You know, it's so hot today, and David, you can attest to it. I don't know if it comes across on your television, even if you have HC. It looks hot. It's got that kind of hazy look to the stadium, almost like the heat is hanging over the ballpark.
Yeah, it started out early too.
Yeah, the 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Outside corner. Herman down looking. Backdoor breaking ball. Andy whispers it across the outside corner. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-1 KC.
The Nets' southern swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting 5 back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes.
So now with Fios, you have Facebook and Twitter on your TV.
Amazing. Let me tell my family about this.
Okay.
Facebook on GB. Watch this. Boom.
Cool.
Boom.
Nice.
Wait for it. And
Boom.
boom.
Facebook on your TV and 3 times more very satisfied customers than Cablevision. This is beyond cable. This is Fios.
'Cause you're everywhere to me. And when I close my eyes, it's you I see. You're everything I know that makes me believe I'm not alone.
Everywhere you need us,
Not alone.
Chase is there. Welcome to Banking with Chase. Chase what matters.
Breakfasts. I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans preferred the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
For over 30 years, I've used the Total Gym for one reason. It does work.
It is the most versatile piece of equipment I know of.
What I really love about the Total Gym is its simplicity.
I can get great results with not a lot of time.
A few minutes a day is all you need to get in the best shape of your life.
But there are so many different types of exercises.
We work the obliques, traps,
Chest,
Arms,
shoulders.
thighs,
lats,
hips.
abs.
Oh, it's fantastic.
The Total Gym does it all. Now, for the first time ever, you can try a Total Gym absolutely risk-free for an entire 2 months. 2 months? Wow. Okay. But believe me, it won't take 2 months. You'll be hooked on it the first time you try it.
To try your Total Gym risk-free for an entire 2 months, call 1-800-604-9853. That's 1-800-604-9853. Call now.
Another bunt, this one by Cano. Bannister fields, fires, got him.
See, Bannister's really a good athlete, quick off the mound. Actually was a position player at Southern Cal in college. His father, Floyd Bannister, was a major league pitcher. Bare hands that ball, quick release. Took that kind of play for him to get Cano. Robbie makes a pretty good play right here. Nice bunt, fairly good location, and Bannister's quick, like a cat. Springs on it, bare hands it, and fires it to first. We mentioned his father was a major league pitcher, Floyd Bannister. He didn't really convert to a pitcher till his latter part of his college career.
He was a second baseman at USC. He was a walk-on there. And now here he is in the big leagues.
Got the right formula, right back on the mound, ready to throw another pitch, trying to work fast, trying to establish his own tempo.
Came over from the Mets in a deal. Elvis Hernandez, who threw about 100 miles an hour, but then hurt his arm. And it's been a bad deal from the Mets side, and a pretty good one for the Royals. And Better down looking. That's the first strikeout for Bannister.
And we saw this from Darryl Rasner last night, being able to work both sides of the plate. You know, he's shown he can pitch in. Now here is a little backdoor cutter. See that ball start off the plate. It's got a little cutting, boring action right to the outside corner. And Jerry Lane likes what he sees. And John Buck framed it and presented it very well. And he got the call.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Royals lead 2-1. And the pitch. Foul bat. How about this? The Yankees batters are averaging 3.2 walks per game. And that's 10th in the American League. In the past 6 years, they have been ranked in the top 3 each of those years. They're just not working the count. They're not working walks. And that has been the trademark of this team since '95. So a ground out by Cabrera, an 8-pitch inning for Bannister. Yankees go down in order. We go to the third, 2-1 KC.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
I'm Michael Kay, the host of Center Stage. Every guest that we have on, there's things that I want to ask them. Center Stage is a journey through people's lives, trying to find out how they got to the point of their success. You're going to really get to see the person who's interviewed the real story. Fans are going to really hear what that person wants out there. I think that you could turn on Center Stage at any time during the week, and you'd be surprised to find a writer, an actor, a rap star, and a lot of sports people as well. Watch Center Stage only on Yes. Joey Gathright will lead off here in the third inning as KC leads 2-1. You know what? Whenever you wonder, David, whether or not people are listening, all you have to do is say something incorrect. Oh, that got the ump. Posada, after the bunt attempt, missed the ball, and it landed right at Jerry Lane. And Posada quickly went back and said, "Are you okay?" And he's steadying him right now. Hit him right in the chest. Although you have that chest protector, that's got to hurt. Gene Monahan quickly out. Let's see.
Right on the ricochet. Gathright gets a piece of that, just a little sliver of it, and that just is a jaw shot. You can see him stumbling. Needs a standing 8 count right there as Posada sort of grabs him and saves him from falling down. Tough one. Those little nicks that just barely touch the bat. Ricochet right off of his jaw. See Posada reach out and grab him there. There's a special relationship between catchers and umpires because they both take the same types of foul tips, but clearly stunned by that blow to the mask right on the jaw section.
Take a quick break. We're in the top of the third inning here at the stadium. Royals lead the Yankees 2-1 on Yes.
On the next This Week in Football presented by Geico, we'll break down Wild Card Weekend and see who managed to stay in the hunt for a championship. Plus, Gary and Kim dissect the dramatic news and notes from around the league, including injuries, coaching changes, and more.
Catch an all-new This Week in Football presented by Geico, Tuesday at 6:30, only on Yes.
Performance now is all about logic. That some cars cost as much as $1,500 to maintain is one thing. That others cost even more is quite another. That a BMW costs you nothing to maintain defies all logic whatsoever, and in turn makes it the most logical choice of all. Performance now is the 3 Series. Lease a BMW 3 Series for $379 a month now through March 1st.
Hey. Your map's blocking the game.
Oh, sorry, I'm just checking the other scores.
Is my map in the way? No, you good.
To get almost 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T, come to Verizon Wireless, where you'll find smartphones under $100, like the BlackBerry Tour, Droid Aeris with Google by HTC, or the new BlackBerry Curve for just $79.99. Verizon Wireless.
The New York Yankees are proud to offer the Yankees Universe Members Fan Club through Yankees.com. It's a new way for the greatest fans in the world to connect to the team, the players, and the community. Fans will have access to an exclusive members-only Yankees Universe website containing behind-the-scenes video of Yankee Stadium, player interviews, and archived chats. Plus, you'll receive exclusive photos and articles that you won't find anywhere else on the web. Members also get a subscription to MLB Game Day Audio so you can listen to your favorite team online. At Yankee Stadium, members enjoy Fast Track entrance at Gate 2 and Fast Track entrance at Yankees Museum on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, all for just $19.95. Show your membership card at participating Yankees Clubhouse stores and receive a 10% discount. A portion of the proceeds goes to the Yankees Universe Fund at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. So join the Yankees Universe fan club today at Yankees.com. Start the new year off right when you join the online community at MyYes.
MyYes is home of the Derek Jeter fan club. MyYes loves the bleacher creatures.
MyYes created the playoff message board.
Join now and create your own 2010 season blog with MyYes at YesNetwork.com. Thursday on an all-new Yankees hot stove. With the hot stove starting to cool and some key names still on the market, Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and Mark Feinsand discuss where the big names will land. Plus, the countdown to pitchers and catchers continues as we gear up for 2010. It's an all-new Yankees hot stove. Thursday at 6:30 and again at 10, only on Yes. Attention football fanatics. Each Sunday on Yes, get your game day started early with a new edition of Football Sunday with Mike Francesa. Join Mike every week for his Pro Football Preview Show featuring a blitz of predictions, opinions, and callers as the countdown to kickoff begins. Football Sunday with Mike Francesa, Sunday mornings at 9, right here on Yes.
Well, Jim Wolf is now behind the plate. The other two umpires will rotate at first and third accordingly, and Gathright with an 0-1 count digs in. So we're ready for baseball again here at the stadium. Royals lead 2-1. And the 0-1 to Gathright. There's a grounder to second. Cano to first, one away. So a 13-minute at bat, 13-minute and 45-second at bat. A foul bunt and then a ground ball to second base by Gathright. And now back to the top of the lineup, and David DeJesus, born in Brooklyn, went to Rutgers University, and now a pretty good baseball player who his only negative is he gets hurt. Hasn't been able to stay in the lineup every single day. And there's a strike to DeJesus. So he flied out to left in the first inning. Lined into left center field. It is a base hit. Cutting over is Johnny Damon. Cuts the ball off and will hold DeJesus to a single.
See, DeJesus has been really hitting the ball well for the Royals lately. You see a little fastball away. He's hitting the glove. Decent pitch. DeJesus goes with it. Gets it off the end of the bat just a little bit. He's been swinging a hot bat. Gets it over the shortstop's head. And that's a nice little single. He had eyes for second base, but see Johnny Damon flying in there and getting the ball in quickly.
That extends DeJesus's hitting streak to 11 straight. Here's Mike Aviles. That one is skied into right center field. Going to be a play on the run as Melky. He can't get there. It gets into the gap and it goes to the wall. DeJesus will round third. They're sending him home. The throw to third, not home, is not in time. RBI triple for Aviles, and the Royals lead at 3-1.
See, Aviles continues with this hot bat. You see him just kind of slice inside out this cutter inside. It just keeps moving away from Melky. Looked like for a minute he might have a chance, but the ball just sliced away from him. Inside cutter. Ball comes off the bat with some spin on it. Almost like a golfer hitting a slice with a driver. The ball just veered away, and Aviles never hesitates. You see the umpires have to shift to get over there and make that call. And if he's called out at third, the run at home might not have scored. That was a gutsy play.
Count 1-0.
Well, obviously, yeah, Michael, obviously with one out, he would have scored. But Aviles is come out of AAA swinging the bat. Saw him last night with 2 doubles. Comes out tonight, got another double. He's got some speed. Got to third base quickly.
Count 1-1.
See, A-Rod gets the ball up the line just enough to give Aviles time to get in there.
Tried to tie him up. Check swing. And they say no, he did not go. So it's 3-1 Royals. Yankees have the infield back, so they'll give up another run. And the pitch. There's a breaking ball strike.
Big spot for Andy right here. Now that you've got the count back to 2-0 or 2-2 with that breaking ball, you can go for the strikeout here. Try to save that run on third. The Yankees are going to shift. They're going to bring their infield in now with 2 strikes. Going to change the strategy here. Completely different situation with 2 strikes and a 2-2 count here. Yankees are all the way in trying to save this run. This is the time where you really got to make a pitch, get the ball down.
And the 2-2. Hit him. So he will take first.
See Andy trying to go for the jam shot, trying to come inside, and Tian kind of dives into it and hits him with his back elbow. Doesn't really do a good job of getting out of the way. You know, hitters nowadays, a lot of hitters, you see that kind of a hitting style where they dive in and they just don't get their hands or their arms out of the way. And that ball wasn't that far inside as it caught Tian on the back elbow.
There's Jose Guillen, who homered in the first inning. And there's the strike. That was Andy's 50th pitch of the game. Darryl Rasner gave the Yankees 8 innings yesterday. Pitched very well, but was a hard luck loser in a 2-1 game. Edward Ramirez pitched the 9th, a scoreless 9th, but the Yankees could not get anything going offensively.
Last at bat, Jose Guillen got a 2-run home run on a cut fastball that Andy tried to get in on him. Started him out with a first pitch changeup there to get ahead 0-1. Sometimes you're kind of a little afraid to come back in there with that cutter once you give up a home run on it.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not.
Well, if Andy's going to come inside right here on Jose Guillen, you're going to make sure you're going to get it in there this time.
Swing and miss. As Guillen chases.
The last 2 pitches are good locations. Make sure you get it up and in. And Guillen showed that he's a good low ball hitter. Andy gets a little extra on that, gets it above his hands, up and in. Now he's got a 1-2 count.
A little confusing here at the stadium. It said 2 strikes on the board, and a lot of people thought he had struck out. And then the public address announcer actually just announced Miguel Olivo, but the count is actually 1-2. We've had a game almost end with 2 strikes, and that was corrected. So this time no one was buying, and Guillen stayed in. He knew what the count was, so did Pettit. And the 1-2 missed outside. 2-2. 3-1 Royals lead the Yankees. Royals win last night snapped a losing streak of 11 straight on the road. Aviles at third and Tian at first. The 2-2 hit sharply and through the left side for a base hit. Aviles will score. Tian will stop at second. It's an RBI single for Guillen, his 3rd ribby of the game, and the Royals lead the Yankees 4-1.
See, Andy and Posada are trying to figure out a way to finish Guillen, and they're trying 2 shots away. And you see this ball is a backdoor slider. It just gets a little too much of the plate. And Guillen's a good low ball hitter. Drives it in the hole in between short and third. He's got an RBI base hit right there. But you can kind of see, as we've talked about with Andy Pettit, right-handed batters, that he needs to establish the outside corner. And he tried a couple of shots there and made a mistake over the middle. And now you got 4 runs on the board.
And they want to hold it right here, first and second with 1 out. And here is Miguel Olivo. Picked off, just got back in. Boy, there was daylight there. Cano took the throw.
See, Cano goes on his own, kind of a daylight play. And Robbie thinks he's got him. Tags him up on the shoulder. Etienne trying to get that hand underneath the tag.
He did have him.
That's a great slow motion shot right there. It shows you clearly, and that's why Robinson Cano reacted the way he did. That's a big play right there. A lot of times you're struggling as a pitcher, you need this out. You put on that pickoff play and you get it, you execute it, you don't get the call. You see Robbie, he's reacted to it and then steps on Tien's foot.
Well, Andy really could have used that one. Would he give him a second out? Andy 0-1. Olivo swings and misses 0-2. First and second with 1 out. The 0-2. Olivo stays alive. Now these are the innings on hot days you want to stay away from. You don't want that long, arduous inning because that wears you down.
That does. He's had a delay and he's thrown a lot of pitches. And like you said, Michael, he could have used that pickoff play. But you know, we're 1 umpire down, so there's a little different configuration. Eddie Montague, who's now at second base, is a little further away from second base than he would normally with a 4-man crew. Probably didn't get as close to get as good a look at that pickoff as he could have. It's much more difficult with a 3-man crew. You can see he's a little further away from second base than he normally would be on a 4-man crew, and they've got to make adjustments. They're down a man right now, and they've got to communicate and talk to each other and make critical shifts, especially with runners on base.
Olivo really battling, making Pettit throw pitches. "23 pitches in the first, 16 in the second, 19 here in the third for a total of 58. Still 1 man out here in the third, so he's not done. He needs one of those double play ground balls. He got that in the second. 2 runs already in here in the third, and the Royals lead 4-1. Another pickoff.
This is the spot where Andy's kind of had trouble, Michael. You know, you're 0-2 against a righty. How are you going to go about finishing? What kind of finish pitcher are you going to feature?
That one.
And that's his bread and butter. That's what he's always been able to go to right there, with a good, late, sharp-moving cut fastball that's almost slider-like in its movement. As we see pitch by pitch here. There's a fastball in, fouled back. Another one right there, swing and a miss. Another cutter in, staying inside the whole time. And another cutter in, down and in. That one had more slider action to it, had a little more depth to it. But since he gave up that backdoor breaking ball hit to Guillen, he stayed in the entire sequence there with Olivo.
Here's John Buck. Pitch is upstairs.
Right there you can see, you know, when Andy tries to go away with his fastball, he's having trouble. Flies up and away, flies off of it a little bit. It's hard for him to sink his mechanics to be able to drill that outside corner on righties. Every time he's taken a shot, it's either been way off or drifting towards the middle.
Off-speed pitch for a strike. Buck walked in the second inning. 2-1.
A lot of times when you're struggling, you know what your best pitch is, and you just kind of revert back to it. You're just going to pound it because you've got confidence in that pitch, and you know you've had success. Kind of see Andy reach back and try to get a little more on those cut fastballs in, more slider-like type action. Kind of shaking off Posada a couple times during this sequence. Posada's tried to get him to throw changeups, trying to find a way to get to the outside part of the plate.
And the 3-1. Line into left center field. Coming on is Cabrera. He cannot make the play. Tien will score. And they have the runner hung up. And he's going to get tagged out, Buck is, but not before the 5th run scores. So it's a single and RBI for Buck, and he is out 8-4, trying to stretch. 3 runs more for the Royals at 5-1 heading to bottom of the 3rd.
The Nets' Southern swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting 5 back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes. It's our hottest offer of the season, but it's melting fast. This is your last chance to get $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months when you switch to Verizon Fios TV, internet, and phone for just $89.99 a month with a 1-year agreement. With Fios TV, you get an amazing HD picture, along with internet service that's fiber optic fast. Both were ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power & Associates. And don't miss out on your chance to watch the big game in Fios HD. You won't believe how much better football looks with Fios. But you've got to call today. Get jaw-dropping Fios TV, America's highest-rated internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for just $89.99 a month, plus a special double bonus, $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months. Don't wait. Offer ends January 16. Call 1-866-699-FIOS. That's 1-866-699-FIOS. This is Fios. This is big.
Breakfasts. I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans preferred the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
Class, pass your test forward.
See what happens when kids go to school with the flu? They can easily pass their germs to everyone in the classroom. To keep them healthy, make sure kids get the seasonal flu vaccine right now and novel H1N1 vaccine when it's available. If they're sick, keep them home and teach them to wash their hands often or use hand sanitizer to reduce the spread of germs. A message from your state and local health departments to know what to do about the flu.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Then he's heating up, folks. Oh, my, is he hot? He's feeling it now. Saturday at 1:30, the top-ranked Kansas Jayhawks defend their home court when they battle Texas Tech. Then at 4, Oklahoma State takes on Baylor. Watch the best of the Big 12 starting Saturday at 1:30 right here on Yes.
Gene Monahan trying to keep the crew cool. Johnny Damon leads off, pitches high, 1-0. So the Yankees now have a 5-1 deficit that they have to try to make up.
Such a really important inning for both sides. Brian Bannister with the big lead now. Just got a 3 spot in the top of the 3rd. Really trying to get this leadoff hitter out.
Line drive base hit. Damon has been on fire. Just one game yesterday when he was 0 for 5, but picking it up again with 2 hits.
And conversely for the Yankees, this is exactly what they needed. They need to answer. Johnny Damon has been swinging the bat well, and that's a breaking ball. It's intended to be outside. It's supposed to be over here. Misses towards the middle of the plate. And Johnny's on it. His timing is good. You see his leg kick. He's got a high leg kick, but he gets it back down just in time and laces that ball in the hole to the right for a leadoff single, and that's exactly what the Yankees need to do. They need to answer back and let the Royals know they're going to get right back in this game and see if they can score some runs today.
Johnny Damon's 19th multi-hit game of the year. Here's Derek Jeter, had a sac bunt in the 1st inning. And there's a strike.
You know, we've talked about the inconsistency of the Yankees, Michael, and sometimes your offense just needs to pick up your pitcher today. Andy Pettit's been there so many times for the Yankees. Today's the day where the offense needs to pick him up. And that's when you start to get on a roll as a team. When, you don't worry about being in sync. You know, the old baseball saying, oh, when we hit, we don't pitch, and when we pitch, we don't hit well. Well, sometimes you just got to pick each other up. And Andy's had a tough start so far, and it's the Yankees offense to sort of take it to task and say, you know what, Andy, we're going to get your back today.
1-1. Rounded up the middle. It's going to be 2. There's 1 and there's 2. 6-4-3.
And on the other end of the spectrum, Brian Bannister, this is just what the doctor ordered. As Jeter takes a shot up the middle, and they're playing double play depth, and Villa's over to Callismo, and that's an easy double play. I mean, no doubt about it. About a 4-hopper right to the shortstop, playing a double play depth. You see, Johnny Damon doesn't even bother sliding into second. It was so tailor-made.
You had it right, David. It is double day depth. That's the guy who thought the game up.
Double day depth.
Here's Abreu, and there's a strike. Well, you know, you always talk about this, and it's one of the age-old questions. The Yankees just look flat. Do they look flat because they're not hitting, or are they not hitting because they're flat? And most people will tell you they just look flat because they're not hitting. But this is a team that scored 1 run yesterday and has 1 run on the board today. And they're trailing the Royals. They lose yesterday to the Royals. And it's just hard to get a real read on what this team's about, whether or not it is going to take off. Are we waiting for something that's not going to happen? And David made a good point with the wild card. You know, being at 500 is not the worst thing in the world. You're still going to be in it. That one's lined right to Callismo. And Yankees send 3 batters up to the plate against Bannister, and Joe Girardi's trying to figure it all out as we go to the 4th. 5-1 KC.
Start the new year off right when you join the online community at MyYes.
MyYes is home of the Derek Jeter fan club. MyYes loves the bleacher creatures.
MyYes created the playoff message board.
Join now and create your own 2010 season blog with MyYes at YesNetwork.com.
Kyle!
What's up, Mom?
You went on a 29,000-mile joyride in my brand new BMW?
Mom, it's pre-owned.
But your father said it was new.
Yeah, new as in you didn't have it before.
Looks like new, performs like new. And with a warranty for up to 6 years or 100,000 miles, it's hard to believe it's pre-owned.
Wait till your father hears about this.
He knows all about it.
Take advantage of 0.9% financing now until February 1st.
You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? If so, InventHelp has information to help you get started. InventHelp is America's largest inventor service firm. Call and learn how to try to submit your idea to companies through InventHelp's data bank and apply for a patent. Even if your idea is just to improve an existing product, call for InventHelp's free information.
For your inventor's information, call 1-800-227-1299.
Breakfasts! I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans prefer the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back out. Sure. I think you might have hooked it up wrong, though.
Yeah, we're getting way too many channels.
No, that's standard. Fios also comes with 11,000 free movies and shows on demand per month.
Ah, standard. Gotcha. A certain somebody says thank you.
Tell him he's welcome, but it's still standard.
He's happy to be back with his friends.
Is he?
Hundreds of channels, thousands of movies, and 3 times more very satisfied customers than Cablevision. This is beyond cable. This is Fios.
Welcome to my museum and learning center.
The Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center is a place that teaches all ages the importance of respect, sportsmanship, and sports done right. A place that inspires all generations to appreciate the history of our nation's pastime. Maybe the future ain't what it used to be, but the museum provides everyone with a place where memories are forever.
So come to our museum.
The Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center is located on the campus of Montclair State University in Little Falls, New Jersey.
We go to the 4th inning. Who is the next batter due up for the Yankees when Chris Chambliss hit his walk-off home run against the Royals and Mark Littell in Game 5 of the 1976 ALCS? I'm actually unhappy that we're using this because it's one of the great questions that you could throw out to sports fans at parties because they always get it wrong. People will be shocked at this one, but I've told it to enough people that maybe people know. And I'll give you a hint. He wore what became Derek Jeter's number. (2-1) to Capo.
That's no help for me. I know that team too.
Well, it eliminates the famous people on the team, right?
It does. It really does.
There's a ground ball to second. Cano. To Bettamy, and there's one away.
I remember where I was when Chris Chambliss hit that home run and Howard Cosell's famous call. I was sitting in Kansas City as a Royals fan growing up. I lived and died by those playoff games over those years.
Look, we were just on different ends of the spectrum. I was sitting in my house as a Yankee fan watching that same home run, and just think how different our feelings were. You were probably crushed. I was elated.
I was crushed. I think Doug Bird probably should have walked him, judging by who this is going to be on deck.
Mark Littell.
Mark Littell, my mistake.
The 1-0.
Doug Bird gave up a famous one to Thurman Munson out over the 399 sign.
And it was 430 then.
Yeah, it was 430 then. That was a monster blast.
And a line drive, too. Never really left the ground by that much. Like that one. As Jeter spears it. And Herman is out. 2 away.
See Jeter move to his left. Got a beat on it the whole way. I don't think Mark Littell ever recovered from that home run. To tell you the truth, Michael.
He had good stuff too. Hard thrower, and it just cleared the wall. I think it was Hal McRae who made the leap. And there's a strike. Keith Jackson was doing the play-by-play, and Cosell just jumped it. It's gone. And the Yankees hadn't been to a World Series in 12 years, so it was a long wait. Place went nuts, and it was almost so euphoric that the World Series became a letdown, and they got swept by a very good Cincinnati Reds team. Chop foul. Here is that Chambliss home run. Bedlam in the Bronx.
The 13-year-old toddler almost, Michael. 13-year-old youngster watching that.
And I was a 15-year-old Gavone watching it. The 0-2. Grounded softly toward first. Going to be a very tough play. And they got him on the tag. Nice play by Pettit. Got him on the tag on the way by. He would have never have gotten to first base before Gathright. That's a nice hustle play by Andy Pettit. And the feed by Betamete. Good play, and just nabbed him as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 5-1 Royals.
And he's heating up, folks. Get out of the way. Oh, my, is he hot? Lets it fly. He's peeling it down. Buries a three. This guy's a scoring machine. Look out here. Oh, my, and a foul. Wow, what a shot. This place is going nuts. Alley-oop. Wow, slams it in. Oh, man, how much fun is this?
Watch the best games from the Big 12 Conference right here on
Yes!
They are players who created a legacy
1,000 years from now, they'll still talk about Babe Ruth.
and performers who continue the tradition.
Alex Rodriguez has made Major League Baseball history.
They are heroes celebrated by generations.
The luckiest man on the face of the earth.
From moments etched in time,
The Yankees are champions of baseball.
all proudly displayed in the hallowed halls of Yankeeography, only on Yes.
Nice defensive play to end the top of the fourth inning. Here's Andy Pettit right there, and you can see he just nabs Gathright for the final out. Never would have gotten to the bag. And Alex Rodriguez leads off, and Bannister starts him with a curveball strike, 0-1. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit for A-Rod. All right, it's time for the quiz answer, and this now ruins any kind of chance of me ever telling this question in any kind of party. But here we go. Who's the next batter due up for the Yankees when Chris Chambliss hit his walk-off home run against the Royals in Game 5 of the 76 ALCS? And the answer is Sandy Alomar Sr. Number 2 he wore. And if you see pictures of Chambliss swinging, you could actually see Sandy Alomar with his arms up in the air on the on-deck circle. He was a bench player for that team. Wow, A-Rod almost got picked off. Was he far off the bag? Boy, he can't get picked off down 4. He was going.
Caught a little flinch right there. Clearly beats the tag. Gets his hand right back in. Very close. It's a situation here for if you're the Yankees. A little deflating, obviously. You're down 5-1. Andy Pettit struggled, but he did put a goose egg on in the fourth, the top of the fourth. You got plenty of at-bats left here. You got your leadoff runner on in the bottom of the fourth. Plenty of time to come back in this game.
Pitch outside.
Well, that's what you do if you're on the bench with the Yankees right now. And you're walking around talking to each other saying, you know, a little bit at a time, chip away. We've got a lot of ABs left in this game. 5-1 is definitely not insurmountable. Certainly not in Yankee Stadium, not with this lineup, and not on this day.
And the count 3-0. On deck is Jorge Posada.
Michael, you mentioned that the Yankees have walked less this year. Their on-base percentage is a little down compared to years past, but Jason Giambi has been the one constant in terms of getting on base, taking his walks.
And he takes a walk right there. So the Yankees getting a little rally going now. First and second, nobody out here in the fourth inning, but the Yankees have had trouble getting hits with runners in scoring position. Let's see if this part of the lineup can do it. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the aforementioned New York Yankees. So Bannister has himself a little bit of a jam. The single up the middle by A-Rod, then the walk to Giambi. That brings up Posada, who lined out sharply to center field in the first inning. Bottom of the fourth inning, and the Royals are up 5-1. Second game of this 4-game set. Posada in his second start after missing 34 starts with tendinitis in his rotator cuff. Yankees were 17-17 in those 34 games. They're always around 500 in every stat you give. And the pitch is low, 1-0, so Bannister has lost the strike zone.
The last thing you want to do if you're a starting pitcher and you got a 5-1 lead is start walking guys and kind of lose your command. And it's easy to do against the Yankee lineup in Yankee Stadium with a sold-out crowd. This is exactly the type of situation the Yankees were looking for. Kind of get a couple base runners, work a walk.
And the 1-0. Now 2-0. 6 straight out of the zone. 54 pitches, 31 strikes. Bob McClure comes out and talks with Bannister. You ever wonder, I mean, you were such an artist out there, how you could just be rolling and then just lose it? I mean, it's such an inexact science.
It really is. And, you know, when you're a pitcher like Brian Bannister and you're featuring a lot of movement on your fastballs, you tend to cut or put finger pressure almost on every pitch. It's easy to get around it and kind of lose the feel for that particular pitch. And
what do you mean get around it?
Meaning that your wrist gets around the ball and it starts to get up and it flattens out for you. And that's what Bob McClure, the pitching coach, is talking to him right there. Just relax, stay back, slow down your rhythm a little bit, get your wrist position back on top of the ball, and drive the ball downhill again. As we've seen him miss up several times. And 4 straight to Giambi, and right there you can see he's trying to cut his fastball, and he's getting around it, which means it's kind of a loose, lazy spin. His wrist position's kind of gone lazy on him, and that's when those balls elevate, and that's when you lose your command.
That's when you lose a baseball, too.
That's right.
And the count 2-0. Grounded foul. Now 2-1.
Sometimes the best thing you can do if you're a pitcher right there is just grip the ball the way you used to when you were a kid. You learned how to throw it, cross seams, and try to throw it exactly where the mitt is. Don't try to manufacture movement. Try to just throw a good straight fastball in a good location and then work from there. That's what he did right there.
And the 2-1. There's a strike, and the count 2-2.
That was one of those borderline pitches, Michael, that we talked about. A little backdoor cutter.
Well, you know why you get that with Jim Wolfe behind the plate, because his brother's a big league pitcher, so he has sympathy.
See Buck kind of reach up and away for that ball, and got the benefit of a borderline call right there.
Randy Wolfe pitched for the Padres against the Mets last night. Pitches outside, 3-2. They do not allow Jim Wolfe to home plate umpire when his brother's on the mound.
Think he'd give him some pitches, Michael, or you think he'd be harder on him?
You know what? Some siblings hate each other. You never know.
It's true. I think my brother would have just drilled me. No doubt about it. He did several times.
See if the Yankees gamble here and send the runners. 3-2. They do not. And that one is ripped to right field. It is a base hit. A-Rod will score. Giambi goes to third. Posada to second with a ribby. And the Yankees have closed within 5-2.
Well, this is exactly what the Yankees are looking for. On a pitch by pitch, you see Bannister there. He kind of gets around that cutter, misses down and in, misses up with the same pitch. Straight fastball in, fouled away. Gets the call on a backdoor cutter right there. There's another cutter that flies up and away. Straight fastball in. Posada's ready for it. Turns on it. Little four-seamer in. Posada's quick. Drills it down the line for an RBI double. Now you're set up to get right back in this game. Got an RBI double, 5-2 now, second, third, nobody out.
Here's Robinson Cano. Royals don't have to bring the infield all the way in because Giambi doesn't have great speed, so they're kind of 3/4. They're not even halfway. Foul back. And again, we see Cano jump on a pitch, first pitch. And this is a team that has always worked the count, but you know, it's an age-old debate. Do you change his aggressiveness? And if you do you lose the hitter? Do you make him less of a hitter? And I guess there's a tightrope the Yankees have to walk there. Can't force a guy to take pitches.
Right, especially in an RBI situation here. Got two guys in scoring position.
And the 0-1. There's a strike. Cano did not like that call. That was another of those borderline pitches.
See John Buck set up outside. Kind of has to reach up a little bit. You know that's probably borderline. But if I'm out there, I want that pitch. He certainly almost hit the glove. He didn't go off the plate with it. He had to elevate his glove a little bit to catch it. A belt high outside strike.
Missed outside, 1-2.
But you're right with Robinson Cano. He's been so aggressive, as you see his numbers there with runners in scoring position. But since May 6, he's been much better at 304. But he is an aggressive hitter. He's not the type of guy that likes to walk. He likes to swing early in the count. He's a good first pitch fastball hitter. You know, it's hard to find that right balance, and when you can be selective but also retain your aggressiveness.
See Peralta warming up in the bullpen. A 1-2. Playing so deep as Guillen, he cannot make the play. Ridiculously deep. As Giambi scores, it's an RBI single for Cano. Posada moves to third, and it's 5-3 KC.
And we've seen Cano kind of get pounded in this year and have trouble with the hard stuff in. Both sliders and cutters breaking into him, and we see it right here. Bannister trying to come in. Pretty decent pitch, gets it in there. As you can see, Robbie gets it down towards the label, but he waits on it. He's able to be strong enough to drive it into right field. As Michael said, Guillen is playing a little deep right there. He does have a great arm in right field, Jose Guillen, that is. But Robbie gets a little jam there, but that's actually a good hit when you can wait, recognize that fastball, and still get enough of it to get a base hit.
You know, David, he was actually maybe 2 to 3 steps in front of the warning track, which doesn't make sense at all. I mean, what are you guarding against there? You're guarding against the ball that's going to go over the wall? Here's Betamete. That one's a deep drive to center field. Gath right back. He'll make the catch, and Posada will tag and score. And the Yankees have cut the Royal lead to 1 on the sac fly by Betamete.
That's exactly the type of inning the Yankees were looking for. You know, you got to walk in there, you got a bloop, you got a double. Cano had a good at-bat, and now Wilson Betamete comes through with a deep sacrifice fly on the first pitch. And the Yankees right back in the game at 5-4.
And for the second straight inning, Andy Pettitte will get a little rest. The other time, unexpected rest when the home plate umpire, Jerry Lane, went down. First time through the batting order, they hit 235 against Bannister, then 260, then 280. And that's not as drastic as you see with some pitchers. Sometimes it's 215 and then 340. There's a strike.
See Andy Pettitte there, kind of rejuvenated. Still got a chance. You're still in this game.
Now 1-1.
You know, you talk about Andy Pettitte's struggles. You know, sometimes it takes a game like this maybe to get him going. You know, he gave up 5 runs early in the game. The offense has come back on him right back in. If you can finish strong here and somehow sneak out a win, those feel real good when you're a pitcher. You know, it's a good lesson for young pitchers that you're never out of the game. You know, your offense can always come back, get you in the game. That's real important after this inning is up for Andy to go back out there and finish on a strong note today. Keep his team right there.
The 2-1. Laced to the center field, coming on his gap right. He will not make the play. Great read by Cano. He knew that ball would not be caught and scampers into third.
Sometimes it's not how hard you hit them, it's where you hit them. And so Brian Bannister's got the ball up in this inning a little bit. You see there's supposed to be a backdoor cutter, and it goes right to the middle of the plate as you see Buck reach over. Melky doesn't hit it all that well, but he stays back, stays on it, kind of slices it in front of Joey Gathright, the center fielder. And Michael, you're right, Cano saw this the whole way. He picks up the ball, doesn't hesitate, head down, right to third base.
So runners on first and third with one out, and here is Johnny Damon. Damon's 2 for 2 today. Yankees have an opportunity to tie the game now. And a strike on the outside corner. Damon has now had multiple hit games in 8 of his last 10. Not too bad. It's a hot streak. He's 10 for his last 18. The old Jeff Nelson, fake to third, fake to first. And he's 22 for his last 41.
That's the thing about Johnny Damon. You know, throughout his career, he's been kind of a streaky hitter, but always his hot streaks seem to last a lot longer than his cold streaks or his slumps. When he gets hot, he stays hot for a while.
The 0-1. 1-1.
People have talked about the blend of the Yankees roster this year and the age on their roster on their offensive side, and the pitching staff and some of the youth. But Johnny Damon's healthy this year. He was hurt last year. On a really good roll right now. He's running a lot better this year.
Seventy pitches for Bannister. It's been a long inning for him. 24 this inning alone. There's a base hit that'll tie the game. Melky Cabrera will go to third. Cano scores. RBI single for Damon, his third hit of the game, and it's 5-5 here at the stadium.
You kind of got the sense that this is probably Brian Bannister's last hitter anyway, and you can see once again he's trying to keep that ball away, and it just cuts back out over the middle of the plate. Johnny Damon swinging a good bat. He's a good low ball hitter, and he just drops the head on it, picks up an RBI single. You can kind of see with Bannister's problems, he just lost the feel for that little cut fastball that he relies on so heavily.
Well, Trey Hillman will go to the bullpen. Bannister's day is over. It'll be Peralta against Jeter when we get back. It's Damon's 7th 3-hit game of the year.
The Nets' southern swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting 5 back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes. Performance now is all about logic. That some cars cost as much as $1,500 to maintain is one thing. That others cost even more is quite another. That a BMW costs you nothing to maintain defies all logic whatsoever, and in turn makes it the most logical choice of all. Performance now is the 3 Series. Lease a BMW 3 Series for $379 a month now through March 1st.
Excuse me, is this the
returns line? Yeah.
Didn't get the 3G coverage you wanted this season? There's a map for that. To get almost 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T, hurry into the Verizon Wireless Go Red Save Green event, where you can get 50% off select 3G phones like the Moto Rival, LG 8360, or the Samsung Omnia for just $24.99. Verizon Wireless.
Breakfasts! I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today, because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans preferred the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
The New York Yankees are proud to offer the Yankees Universe Members Fan Club through Yankees.com. It's a new way for the greatest fans in the world to connect to the team, the players, and the community. Fans will have access to an exclusive members-only Yankees Universe website containing behind-the-scenes video of Yankee Stadium, player interviews, and archived chats. Plus, you'll receive exclusive photos and articles that you won't find anywhere else on the web. Members also get a subscription to MLB Game Day audio so you can listen to your favorite team online. At Yankee Stadium, members enjoy fast-track entrance at Gate 2 and fast-track entrance at Yankees Museum on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, all for just $19.95. Show your membership card at participating Yankees Clubhouse stores and receive a 10% discount. A portion of the proceeds goes to the Yankees Universe Fund at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. So join the Yankees Universe Fan Club today at Yankees.com. The Yankee World Champions. And yes has your exclusive year-round behind-the-scenes pass on Yankees Magazine with the cover story.
This one's for the boss and his family.
The Spotlight.
It took a lot to get back here.
The quick look around the stadium.
We're open all year round here at NYY Steak, and this is available any time of the day.
And the Bomber Bests.
Derek Jeter has tied the Iron Horse.
Join Nancy Newman as she hosts Yankees Magazine, only on Yes.
Things are going well for the Yankees right now. A 4 spot on the board, looking for more, and they'll have to do it against now Joel Peralta. And 17 games, 21 innings, 21 hits, good strikeout to walk ratio. High ERA though. So a 4-run rally, and it's not over yet. First and third with 1 out, and the captain comes up, Derek Jeter. And Peralta deals outside, 1-0.
The Yankees, with this rally, have gotten the crowd back into it. We had a delay earlier when home plate umpire Jerry Lane took a foul tip off the mask and had to leave the game. Andy Pettitte struggled early, gave up 5 runs. Yankees right back in it, just what they needed. Got the crowd right back in it as well.
The 1-0. And the count 2-0. Looks like another sellout crowd here at the stadium. And offense always brings a crowd to life. Or if somebody pitches a perfect game, that does it too.
These fans, they anticipate the flow as well as anybody.
And the 2-0 runner goes. Throw to second is not in time. Stolen base for Johnny Damon. So that removes any chance of a double play.
We said before, good jump. Johnny Damon's healthy this year. He's running well. Easily beats the throwers. John Buck, the home plate catcher, kind of take a little peek at third. Really going for it, though. Tries to throw out Johnny. Johnny clearly beat that.
10th stolen base of the season for Johnny Damon. Yankees could take the lead on a ground ball. The 3-0. Hey, they turned him loose on 3-0, and he fouled it away. Probably figuring Peralta just came in. He's going to lay a pitch over there just to get a strike. But Jeter a little bit late.
Good spot to take a shot. 3-0 with a swing there. 2 runners on in scoring position. Jeter looking to drive the ball a little more, get some power numbers going.
High pop-up. Tagging is Cabrera. Guillen has a very good arm. He makes the catch. Here's the throw. Here's the play. Ow! What a throw by Guillen. A 9-2 double play to get out of further trouble. but the Yankees get 4 runs. It could have been more if not for this play. A great throw by Gee and a one-hopper grabbed by Buck and the tag on Melky Cabrera. But finally, the Yankees' dormant offense awakened. Big hit by Posada, Robinson Cano, Wilson Beterbie, Melky Cabrera. It all adds up to a 5-5 game as we go to the 5th.
On the next This Week in Football presented by Geico, we'll break down Wild Card Weekend and see who managed to stay in the hunt for a championship. Plus, Gary and Kim dissect the dramatic news and notes from around the league, including injuries, coaching changes, and more.
Catch an all-new This Week in Football presented by Geico, Tuesday at 6:30, only on Yes.
It's our hottest offer of the season, but it's melting fast. This is your last chance to get $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months when you switch to Verizon Fios TV, internet, and phone for just $89.99 a month with a 1-year agreement. With Fios TV, you get an amazing HD picture, along with internet service that's fiber optic fast. Both were ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power and Associates. And don't miss out on your chance to watch the big game in Fios HD. You won't believe how much better football looks with Fios. But you've got to call today. Get jaw-dropping Fios TV, America's highest-rated internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for just $89.99 a month, plus a special double bonus, $150 back plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months. Don't wait. Offer ends January 16th. Call 1-866-699-FIOS. That's 1-866-699-FIOS. This is Fios. This is big.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
I'm Michael Kay, the host of Center Stage. Every guest that we have on, there's things that I want to ask them. Center Stage is a journey through people's lives, trying to find out how they got to the point of their success. You're going to really get to see the person who's interviewed the real story. Fans are going to really hear what that person wants out there. I think that you could turn on Center Stage at any time during the week, and you'd be surprised to find a writer, an actor, a rap star, and a lot of sports people as well. Watch Center Stage only on Yes.
The New York Yankees are proud to offer the Yankees Universe Members Fan Club through Yankees.com. It's a new way for the greatest fans in the world to connect to the team, the players, and the community. Fans will have access to an exclusive members-only Yankees Universe website containing behind-the-scenes video of Yankee Stadium, player interviews, and archived chats. Plus, you'll receive exclusive photos and articles that you won't find anywhere else on the web. Members also get a subscription to MLB Game Day Audio so you can listen to your favorite team online. At Yankee Stadium, members enjoy fast-track entrance at Gate 2 and fast-track entrance at Yankees Museum on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, all for just $19.95. Show your membership card at participating Yankees Clubhouse stores and receive a 10% discount. A portion of the proceeds goes to the Yankees Universe Fund at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. So join the Yankees Universe Fan Club today at Yankees.com.
Top of the 5th here at Yankee Stadium, and there's a lot of fives going on. 5th inning, 5-5 game. So Andy Pettitte gets a bit of a reprieve. Looked like he was going to go down with this one, but now his team is giving him back those runs. Top of the order now for the Royals, and let's see if Andy finds it. This is his 77th pitch of the game. And there's a strike. David, just bluntly put, do you see the same Andy Pettitte, or do you see a compromise in stuff this year?
Well, I don't see a compromise in stuff. It's more about command. It's about his ability to command both sides of the plate.
That's pretty important, though.
It is important, and I think that explains a little bit of his struggles against right-handed batters. A lot of times if he makes a mistake trying to go away to right-handed batters, he kind of reverts back to just cutter inside, and just commanding one side of the plate against right-handed batters can work if you have an exceptional cutter going on a particular day, but on days like today when it isn't exceptional, you need to mix it up.
Served on one hop to Jeter, and De Jesus is out, one away. If Andy picks up a win today, he'll tie Ron Guidry for the 4th place spot on the Yankees all-time wins list.
A lot of times, this is the type of game that can get you going. You know, you thought you were out of it. You see Louisiana Lightning right there in the monument. You get it working here, you come back, it's almost as if you stole one. You got right back in the game, you were down on yourself. Andy's perennially so hard on himself. See him take a shot away, he just isn't able to drill that particular pitch, especially leading off the count. Trying to just throw a fastball away, he's having trouble hitting that spot.
Ground ball to Cano, and Aviles is out.
As I was saying, though, these are the games that can get you going as a pitcher. I almost enjoyed these more than dominating or having your great stuff and knowing that your offense was going to score runs. It's these kind of games when you thought you were down and out, you really struggled early in the game. Now you've got a reprieve. You got a chance to come back. If you could finish strong right here, and the Yankees can come back and win this game, you know, that may be the psychological effect that Andy needs to kind of ease up on himself, let it happen. A lot of times Andy's his own worst enemy. He gets in his own way. He's so competitive and so hard on himself.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, David, because Roger Clemens always said that he would much rather grind out a win. It was much more gratifying than to have great stuff out there and just blow people away. I guess maybe it's a macho thing that you just feel better that you didn't have good stuff and you persevered, showed toughness.
That's part of it. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly, and it's also because your team picked you up. You know, it works both ways. Andy struggled early. His offense has now got him right back into the game. Now he's got to return the favor. He's got to go right out there and bury these guys, put a goose egg on the board, and keep that, get as deep as he can into this game as it continues.
And he pitches a 1-2-3 inning here in the 5th, so it was an 8-pitch inning, and he's retired the last 6 in a row. At the end of 4.5, we're halfway through. It's a 5-5 game.
Start the new year off right when you join the online community at MyYes.
MyYes is home of the Derek Jeter fan club. MyYes loves the bleacher creatures.
MyYes created the playoff message board.
Join now and create your own 2010 season blog with MyYes at YesNetwork.com.
Did you ever try to take a shower, but you wound up taking a bath? Do you have a sink that fills when it's supposed to empty? And who wants to wait for an expensive plumber?
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here for the Turbo Snake. The fastest, easiest way to unclog any drain in your bathroom, guaranteed. Simply slide the Turbo Snake down the drain, then just give it a twirl, and the Turbo Snake grabs the clog and frees the drain. It's that easy. You don't even need to remove the stopper. The specially designed head slides right into the drain to reach the clog, removing it with ease. Here's how it works. The Turbo Snake easily glides down deep into the drain. Then give it a twirl, and the specially designed hooks grab onto the hair and gunk to remove the clog with ease. Plungers are messy and don't work on hair clogs. And liquid drain cleaners are toxic and flow right past the clog. But Turbo Snake grabs hair clogs like magic and allows your sink to drain every time.
I was amazed at how quick and easy it was to grab the stubborn hair clog with the Turbo Snake and remove it. It was really simple, and it worked.
Long hair, short hair, blonde hair or dark hair, your hair or my hair, the Turbo Snake gets it all. So stop living with slow-moving drains and stop waiting for an expensive plumber to fix the problem. Call now and get 2 Turbo Snakes, large for showers and tubs, and small for sinks for just $10. As a bonus, we'll send you a set of peel and stick hooks to hang your Turbo Snakes neatly in a cabinet. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer. Just pay separate processing and handling. That means you get 4 Turbo Snakes, 2 large for showers and tubs, and 2 small for sinks, and the peel and stick hooks, an unstoppable value, all for just $10. So stop the clogs and get your flow to go once and for all with the Turbo Snake. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-781-9603 to order the Turbo Snake for $10 and we'll double the offer. Just pay processing and handling. Call 1-800-781-9603 or visit turbosnake.com. That's 1-800-781-9603. Call now.
Hey. Your map's blocking the game.
Oh, sorry. I'm just checking the other scores.
Is my map in the way? No. You good.
To get almost 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T, come to Verizon Wireless, where you'll find smartphones under $100, like the BlackBerry Tour, Droid Aris with Google by HTC, or the new BlackBerry Curve for just $79.99. Verizon Wireless.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does Elmer Fudd have trouble with the letter R?
Shh, be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Okay, cut. I'm hunting rabbits, Elmer. Let's try that again.
Shh, I'm hunting rabbits.
Cut. Rabbits.
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 Rabbits with an R.
Oh, this director's starting to rub me the wrong way.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Yankees and the Royals are tied at 5. It's also important for Andy Pettitte to give the Yankees some length today, because tomorrow Jabba Chamberlain starts, and Jabba will have a 75 to 80 pitch outing. I wanted to ask you about that, David. Obviously, you watched Jabba's first start here at the stadium on Tuesday against the Blue Jays. How different do you think he's going to be tomorrow? Do you think he'll throw more breaking balls? Do you think he's going to be a little less amped, a little less geeked up?
Well, it's very hard to come out of the bullpen, you know, after your warm-up pitches as a starting pitcher and feature all your pitches in the first inning. I think the first thing he needs to concentrate on is just being as efficient as he can in the first inning and not run that pitch count up like he did his last outing. You know, usually the secondary pitches come into play the second or third time through the order, you know, generally speaking. And it's hard to say to Jabba, well, why don't you throw your changeup more? Why didn't you mix in more curveballs? He hasn't had a chance. You know, one time, maybe he faced 10 batters in that outing. You've got to really get through that lineup a couple of times in order for those other pitches to be effective.
Ground ball to first. Tien's there, and Abreu's retired. Now, do you think that because he's facing a team that's free swinging, that doesn't take pitches, which is a complete diametric opposite of the Blue Jays, that he's more in control tomorrow?
Well, I think there is a chance. You know, the emotions do play a big part of it. He was rushed into the rotation. He wasn't groomed in the minor leagues. He didn't really get stretched out enough. You know, it was a tough spot for him. It was highly anticipated. A lot of media play, a lot of pressure. And it's only normal that he would go out there and struggle in his first inning, in his first major league start. I anticipate him to be much better the second time out.
That's tomorrow right here on Yes, a 1 o'clock start. 12:30 is our pregame show, so make sure to tune in. There's Jabba with the bat. He can't wait to pitch at a National League ballpark because he claims he's an outstanding hitter. Not just good, outstanding.
Well, his teammates love him. You see they're goofing around on the bench. His teammates love him. He's a loose cannon. Great makeup. Obviously electric stuff. The guy can touch 100 miles an hour with a razor blade slider. He's got a hook to go with it and a pretty good changeup that we're waiting to see. And he just needs to relax, go out there and have a good first inning and get as deep in the game as he can and let his secondary pitches come naturally.
Now, Jabba is going to get his wish because he pitches tomorrow, and if there's no cancellations, rainouts, anything like that, he's going to pitch Friday in Houston in an interleague game, so he'll get a chance to hit. And when we interviewed him on yesterday's, he said, no, I'm not a good hitter for a pitcher. I'm a good hitter. You'll see. As A-Rod swings and misses.
We talked about Jabba and Alex Gordon, the Royals third baseman, as you see A-Rod here. It looks like a split finger. It's got late action diving down. A-Rod swings over the top of it. We talked about Jabba and Alex Gordon, the third baseman for the Royals, who were childhood teammates and went to college together. And even Alex Gordon said Jabba was the better hitter, and Jabba says that Alex Gordon was the better pitcher when they were young. They were good friends, teammates. So we'll see. We'll see in Houston how good he swings the bat.
There's Giambi with the shift on. And the 1-0. Now the Royals really have a shift on for Giambi. First of all, again, Guillen almost has his back to the wall. He's going to get blue paint on his back. And then you've got Alberto Callaspo in kind of shallow right field. That's what hurt him when the ball jumped over his glove in the first inning, hit the lip of the grass. No one's getting that. See ya. Long home run, upper deck. Yankees take a 6-5 lead.
Well, you see Jason Giambi here just get a slider. He just turns on. That's the old Jason Giambi swing. Whenever I faced him, anytime he tried to come inside with a breaking ball, that's the type of swing he put on it. And that is a long home run up in the middle of the upper deck. See where this one lands, Michael.
From Barry Bonds territory. That's the greatest shot, because you can't see when you're sitting on the bench. You have to go to the steps, and boy, did they see that one. Giambi, his 13th home run. He is locked in.
See him there motion. It was a breaking ball with his wrist when Johnny Damon goes and asked him right there. That's the pitch Jason used to hit a lot when he was in his prime years in Oakland. I talked to Jason before the game and today and talked exactly about this in terms of you throw breaking balls inside to Jason and he's able to lead with the knob of the bat, bring his hands in and keep that ball fair instead of yanking it foul. That's when his swing is right. And that's when he starts launching long home runs. Earlier in the year, we saw him pull that ball, that same particular pitch, foul quite often.
And the 2-0 upstairs.
You know, Michael, the difference being you've got to be quicker with the bat in order to lead with the knob, pull your hands in, get the barrel to the ball, and keep it fair. If you're a little slow with your bat, you have to get around it and hook it foul. When Jason stays inside that ball and keeps those breaking balls that are breaking in on him from right-handed pitchers fair, that's when he's going well.
Oh, what a difference a year makes. That's Giambi's 13th home run. He hit 14 all of last year in the 83 games he was healthy enough to play in.
See right here, good stride. You see him lead with that knob of the bat. Beat the pitcher to the spot. Pitcher's trying to throw a breaking ball in on his fist.
And Posada works a walk. Now, I said that Giambi was up in Bonds territory. Well, Bonds went deep up there. Let's see where he ended up. Did it make the second? Yeah, the second group of seats. So it was in the area code, but not the same street. Trey Hillman is going to take the ball from Peralta. And Giambi took the ball that Peralta threw in about 3 rows shorter than where Bonds ended up. Pretty majestic blast. 2 of them in the last couple of days for Jason Giambi. 1 right inside the foul pole, 1 clearly fair. So Peralta departs. Trey Hillman goes to the bullpen. Yankees are leading this one 6-5. New pitcher for the Royals is Brett Tomko. His numbers are not that pretty. 6.21 ERA, 70 hits in 58 innings. And he will face Robinson Cano with Posada on first. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Shallow left. De Jesus makes the play for the final out of the 5th. But the Yankees take the lead. 1 run on 1 hit. And what a hit that was. No errors and 1 man left. Jason Giambi goes yard. A breaking ball hanging up in the zone and then hanging out in the upper deck. Lucky 13 for Jason Giambi. 6-5 Yankee lead.
Class, pass your test forward.
See what happens when kids go to school with the flu? They can easily pass their germs to everyone in the classroom. To keep them healthy, make sure kids get the seasonal flu vaccine right now and novel H1N1 vaccine when it's available. If they're sick, keep them home and teach them to wash their hands often or use hand sanitizer to reduce the spread of germs. A message from your state and local health departments to know what to do about the flu.
The Yankees are world champions. And Yes has your exclusive year-round behind-the-scenes pass on Yankees Magazine with the cover story.
This one's for the boss and his family.
The Spotlight.
It took a lot to get back here.
the quick look around the stadium,
We're open all year round here at NYY Steak, and this is available any time of the day.
and the Bomber Bests.
Derek Jeter has tied the Iron Horse.
Join Nancy Newman as she hosts Yankees Magazine, only on Yes.
Hey, fans, come out to the stadium for tickets. Log on to Yankees.com, visit the Yankee Stadium ticket window, Yankees clubhouse shops, or call Ticketmaster at 212-307-1212. So the Yankees are giving away bats. It's bat day for the Yankees today at the stadium as they put together 6 runs and 9 hits. Andy Pettitte actually has a chance to win this game now as Guillen fouls one off his foot. Count 1-1, and he goes down.
Well, that's a tough one. That's what we're accustomed to seeing from Andy Pettitte. When he gets that quality cutter down and in, and it's sharp and it's late, this is what happens. Right off the shin. That's a dangerous spot. Another former Royal outfielder, Jermaine Dye, really had a severe injury with that type of a play.
Broke his leg. El Duque was on the mound for the Yankees.
You can see the kind of pain and agony he's in. That's a full swing. Right off the barrel of the bat, and it goes straight down off your shin bone. We saw the ricochet off of Jerry Lane's mask earlier in the game. You can see how fast that ball travels. This is a full swing. That ball's traveling at least as fast as Andy threw it in there. That's upper 80s, maybe even up to 100 miles an hour that you hit a line drive at that short distance off your shin bone.
Trying to walk it off now. Now, if you're a pitcher, let's say he stays in the game, low and inside.
Absolutely, no mercy. No mercy. I mean, your job's to get him out. I mean, you're not trying to hurt people.
And you're hoping that he'll be somewhat reluctant to swing at that pitch and foul it there again.
It's not your fault he swung at it and fouled it off his shin bone. You know, you made a quality pitch, and you know that's a sign. You can see Andy's rejuvenated. That's probably the best cutter he's thrown all day. It was late, it was sharp. Guillen didn't recognize it, saw fastball. You know, you've got all kinds of options out here on the mound. Certainly Guillen's going to be looking in. He's probably protecting inside or the inside part of the plate. Andy could go away. There's nothing wrong with going back in there.
Does he? He tried to. Stayed out over the plate, but a nice play by the Cano. And Andy has retired 7 in a row. Looks like he's moving okay.
Yeah, he dodged a bullet right there. That easily could have been a fracture. You could tell he just wasn't quite ready for that pitch right there. Naturally so.
And now they'll tend to it just a bit more. Broken bat by Olivo, and a pop-up to Cano. And this is how Andy Pettitte usually pitches, or wants to pitch.
We've seen the quality on his stuff get measurably better over the last couple of innings. His cutting fastball is much sharper, much quicker, much later break. You see his 88 pitches right there. 8 pitches in the 5th inning. He had 2 outs with 4 pitches in this 6th inning. His pitches are much sharper.
And there's a strike to John Buck.
See Posada continuing to work with Andy, throwing a changeup on the outside corner there, still trying to hit that outside corner with some sort of efficiency today, and then set up that cutter inside.
Count 1-1 to Pettitte. Pettitte is 1-3 at Yankee Stadiums here. But he's 7-0 with a 2.77 in his last 9 starts against the Kansas City Royals. And Buck with a fly ball to right field. Abreu puts it away in a 7-pitch inning for Andy Pettitte, who's retired the last 9 in a row. In the last 2 innings, he's thrown 15 pitches and gotten 6 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-5 Yanks.
The Nets Southern Swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting five back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes.
Want the ultimate men's grooming solution for only $10? Introducing MicroTouch Magic, the magical micro trimmer with the built-in light. It spotlights the hair and makes it disappear. Look, now you see it, now you don't. It magically goes where other trimmers can't. Embarrassing nose hair, gone like that. Unsightly ear hair, watch it disappear. Need to trim the back of your neck? With Magic, you can do it by yourself. Look, it gets as close as a blade, yet it's safe to the touch. And the super bright light lets you see what you're doing and do the job right. Sideburns, straight and even. Mustaches and beards are neat and clean. And for bushy eyebrows, just snap on the grooming guide and watch them transform right before your eyes. When it looks this good, this fast, it's got to be Magic. Powerful enough for the tough stuff, yet gentle even on the most sensitive skin. It looks like a magic wand, but the real magic is that you can replace all these trimmers with one that does a perfect job. And it's easy to use. What a great way to keep the man in your life perfectly groomed. Or for moms who want to keep their kids neat and clean between haircuts. So put a little magic in your life with the all-new MicroTouch Magic. A $30 value for only $10. Plus, you'll receive our deluxe 10-piece grooming kit, complete with every grooming tool you need to always look your best. A $20 value, yours free. Yes, you get it all. The MicroTouch Magic with built-in light, plus our deluxe 10-piece travel kit. An incredible $50 value, all for just $10. This offer is not available in stores, so call now.
To order your MicroTouch Magic for only $10, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-979-6962. That's 1-800-979-6962. You'll also receive our deluxe 10-piece grooming kit free. Just pay processing, so don't delay. Call 1-800-979-6962. That's 1-800-979-6962. Or visit us online at microtouchmagic.com. Order now.
It's our hottest offer of the season, but it's melting fast. This is your last chance to get $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months when you switch to Verizon Fios TV, internet, and phone for just $89.99 a month with a 1-year agreement. With Fios TV, you get an amazing HD picture, along with internet service that's fiber optic fast. Both were ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J. Power & Associates. And don't miss out on your chance to watch the big game in Fios HD. You won't believe how much better football looks with Fios. But you've got to call today. Get jaw-dropping Fios TV, America's highest-rated internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for just $89.99 a month, plus a special double bonus, $150 back plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months. Don't wait. Offer ends January 16th. Call 1-866-699-FIOS. That's 1-866-699-FIOS. This is Fios. This is big.
1998, that's your favorite year, isn't it?
That is my favorite year, and that was the year we talked about where Joe DiMaggio helped design the championship ring, kind of an oval style.
Benjamin passes one to left field. De Jesus back. He'll make the play.
It was tailored after the 1930s style rings and 40s, but back when the Yankees were their dynasty and winning every year in the World Series every year. And that's my favorite ring. That was my favorite year. That team from 1 through 25, everybody contributed on that roster. And
you think that was the best team you've ever seen?
Maybe not the best 9 in terms of history compared to the 27 Yankees or the big red machine of Cincinnati, but 1 through 25 on that roster, it was hard to match. It was certainly the best team I've ever been a part of.
Did you guys come to the field every day and say we're winning?
We're winning no matter what lineup you throw out there. You know, on our off days, our bench was Tim Raines, who was a borderline Hall of Famer who hit over 300 that year. Darryl Strawberry hit 26 home runs off the bench that year, and we had a rookie named Homer Bush that just electrified the base pass when he got into the game. It was a remarkable year. Every lineup we threw in there just seemed to work.
125 wins and 50 losses when you include the playoff situation. Just an amazing run. And it was a team on a mission because they had lost in '97 after winning in '96, and that Sandy Alomar Jr. home run against Mariano Rivera, and it seemed like they had this renewed vigor. You know, that 97 was taken away from them, and it was 98 and 99, 2000, 3 years in a row.
I think a lot of the players who were on the 98 team that were part of the 96 World Series team really felt validated by the 98 championship. It almost validated 1996. Really felt like you know, that's when we took off.
Grounded to second. Callaspo. Two-away. Paul O'Neill once told me that postseason was so pressure-packed because you won 114 games during the regular season, and if you didn't win everything, it wasn't valid. And I guess you could look back 2 years later, the Mariners won 116, they didn't win, and it's like nobody remembers that they won 116 games.
Yeah, nobody even talks about that season. They had a great year that year. Everything just fell right for us that year, and beating Cleveland in the playoffs that year was huge because they were a tough matchup for us.
That should be a good show. So Yankeeography 1998.
Back when Manny Ramirez was still as part of the Indians.
How about Johnny Damon? 4 hits. He's going for a double. Will he get it? No, he will not. Jose Guillen has an arm. That's his second assist of the day. Damon tried to stretch it into 2. He could not. And Guillen shows off that gun for the final out of the 6th. Damon thinking double right away. Rounded first, headed for second. Here's the throw. Here's the play. And he is out. So Aviles applies the tag after getting the throw from Guillen. We go to the 7th.
On the next This Week in Football, presented by Geico, we'll break down Wild Card Weekend and see who managed to stay in the hunt for a championship. Plus, Gary and Kim dissect the dramatic news and notes from around the league, including injuries, coaching changes, and more.
Catch an all-new This Week in Football presented by Geico, Tuesday at 6:30, only on Yes.
Breakfasts. I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today, because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans prefer the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
Hey, those Gecko ringtones you put on our website are wonderful. People love them.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Turned out nice.
Got another one for you.
At Geico.com, it's easy to get a free rate quote, manage your policy, make payments, or even file a claim.
Now that's a ringtone.
Yeah, it's interesting. Certainly not the worst ringtone I've ever heard. Yeah, that might be the worst.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So now with Fios, you have Facebook and Twitter on your TV.
Amazing. Let me tell my family about this.
Okay.
Facebook on GB. Watch this. Boom.
Cool.
Boom.
Nice.
Wait for it. And boom. Boom.
Facebook on your TV and 3 times more very satisfied customers than Comcast. This is beyond cable. This is Fios.
Kyle!
What's up, Mom?
You went on a 29,000-mile joyride in my brand new BMW?
Mom, it's pre-owned.
But your father said it was new.
Yeah, new as in you didn't have it before.
Looks like new, performs like new. And with a warranty for up to 6 years or 100,000 miles, it's hard to believe it's pre-owned.
Wait till your father hears about this.
He knows all about it.
Take advantage of 0.9% financing now until February 1st.
Home to heroes, to legends, to history. Yankee Stadium has been home to you, fathers and grandfathers, sons and daughters, family, friends, and colleagues, and the memories you've shared. Take home a piece from history and relive the memories exclusively through the Yankee Steiner Legacy Collection. One-of-a-kind gifts and collectibles for the most famous stadium in sports. Own history. Visit steinersports.com today.
We go to the 7th inning. And Alberto Callaspo dumps one right inside the foul line down the right field line. And Callaspo is going for second, and he will make it with a leadoff double. So that breaks a string of 9 in a row retired by Pettit.
See Posada setting up in. This is a cut fastball. It kind of catches over the middle of the plate a little bit. Callaspo fights it off, kind of dunks it down the line, keeps it fair, and that's a double. First pitch swinging. Andy trying to get a strike. And as Michael said, after 9 in a row retired, you got a leadoff double.
And now the Yankees playing for the bunt with Herman at the plate. Herman wants to bunt to A-Rod. And it's a good bunt. It might be a base hit. It is a base hit. What a great by Esteban Herman. So he gets a hit instead of a sacrifice, and Callaspo moves to third.
You know, sometimes even when you're looking for a bunt, when it's this well placed and deads it right off the end of the bat, almost just off the cup end of the bat, and that ball just couldn't have been rolled out there any better. And even though A-Rod's looking for it, Andy's looking for it, that's just a perfectly deadened bunt. And that's how you deaden a bunt. You get it if you have good bat control, you can get it right off the end of the bat. That's exactly what Herman did, and he's got himself a base hit.
Jose Veras begins to throw for the Yanks. Now here's another guy who can bunt. There's so much speed on the bases right now for the Royals. There's a lot of things that Hillman can do. Doesn't have to be a suicide squeeze, especially with a lefty up, but if he gets the bunt down, you could still score Callaspo. Checking out the third base coach Silverio. Gathright today is 0 for 2. Yankee lead hanging in the balance. And there's a slapper towards short. That's a base hit under the glove of Jeter. That looked like it hit the lip as well and stayed down. So an RBI single for Gathright, and we are all tied again at 6.
Well, that's exactly right, Michael. We got another bad hop. We saw one earlier in the game. You could see Jeter kind of going for this ball like he's got it. It hits the lip of the grass and scoots, almost hydroplanes, and takes off underneath his glove. You see right here, right where the infield grass meets the dirt. All of a sudden, scoot. You catch the lip of that, and Jeter's looking for it to come up, and all of a sudden it just scoots. You see Jeter have to redirect, and just not enough time. That ball picked up speed off the lip, and as I said, almost hydroplaned into the outfield.
So now they can do more things. In all likelihood, they'll bunt again to get the go-ahead run to third base. De Jesus is at the plate. And he's squaring the bunt. And he bunts it foul.
Luis Silverio, the third base coach for the Royals, looking in hard, trying to get the signs from Trey Hillman. What do you want to do here? More than likely keep the bunt on. But the idea is if you can get the defense moving and A-Rod cheating in and Jeter over covering second, that sometimes you might put on a hit and run play here, especially with that hole over here on this side right here.
And the 0-1 is outside 1-1. Along with David Cohn, I'm Michael Kay. You're watching Yankees baseball right here on the Yes Network. It's a 6-6 game, top of the 7th inning. We thank you for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon. And my guess is a lot of people are home so they can take advantage of air conditioning. It is a very hot afternoon in New York City. Hot, hazy, and humid. 90 degrees at the start of the game. You see Andy's arm there bathed in sweat. It's that sort of day. Andy's at 96 pitches. And he talks it over with A-Rod and Posada.
Boy, as quickly as it turned around for Andy today, he got picked up by his offense, right back into the game, given a lead, retired 9 in a row, and then all of a sudden this inning, you got some quick damage. A leadoff double by Callaspo. It's a couple C&I ground balls. Next thing you know, you get a tie game. You got nobody out, first and second. And you got 96 pitches right now.
1-1. And bunted right back to Pettit. He has one play, makes it at first. Good stretch there by Canoso. The sacrifice successful. 1-4 as the runners move up.
The Royals have gotten down a couple of good bunts here, and you see he's trying to deaden it too, and does a pretty good job, even though it's not, the location is back towards the pitcher. Andy's got one play. Take the safe out at first. See the bat head out in front. Try to bunt it off the end of the bat. Deadens it fairly well. Andy Pettit comes in, picks it up, barehands it, automatically knows. Get the easy out at first.
Now Joe Girardi quickly out of the dugout. This does not look like I'm lifting a pitcher jog. And the whole infield will congregate around Pettit. I don't suppose they're talking about walking Aviles, a rookie, to deal with Tien, who's a left-hander. Maybe they are. That would load the bases and set up a double play and a force at every base. What would you want to do here?
Well, as a veteran pitcher, you know, I would want to take a couple shots at trying to get this guy out, you know, and then if you fall behind, then you can go ahead and walk him. But we've seen that happen with Mike Mussina earlier in the year with Manny Ramirez and get burned. So you got to really have good command to be able to do that. See if you can take a shot at getting ahead of him. You can see right now they're going to go ahead and decide to walk him.
So the Yankees have obviously been impressed with this kid Aviles. Yesterday, 2 hits, including his first big league hit, a double, and today he had a triple and an RBI in the 3rd inning. So they will intentionally walk him, and that loads the bases for Tien.
See Andy Pettit's numbers, his breakdown versus righties and lefties this year. Been so dominant against left-handed hitters, and with Tien obviously a left-handed batter here with the bases loaded after this intentional walk, gives them the matchup that they're comfortable with right now. The left-handed batters came into this game batting well under 200, the upper 170s against Andy on the year. Right-handed batters were fairly well over 300. You see Mark Tien there's got 1 for 2 and a double on the day.
Well, you've got Herman at 3rd, Gathright at 2nd, and Aviles at 1st. Good speed on the bases for the Royals. Here's Tien. And they tried that play. That used to work so great with Tino Martinez at first. It was a timing play. Martinez would be behind the runner, and Andy would just throw to the spot, and Tino would get there and tag the guy out.
Got a rookie on first base. Take a shot at maybe you can get a quick out, maybe pick him off.
But you know what happened there, David? Aviles grew up in New York, probably knows Andy's move. He grew up watching him and didn't fall for it.
Diaz has been impressive here. Called up for the Royals almost a week ago. And gets to play in Yankee Stadium for the first time. Has acquitted himself very well.
Born in Manhattan, so he is a city kid. The 0-1. Count 1-1. No place to put Tien. So obviously a premium on strikes here. Not a good hitter with the bases loaded, but he has 1 grand slam. 6-6 game, top of the 7th. And the 1-1. And the count now 1-2. That got Posada.
Got another foul tip off of Tien's bat. Kind of up and in. That's the one, even though it hits the glove, it catches right on the outer edge of the glove, right below the webbing, and that could twist your wrist back. See Jorge feeling that part of the glove.
And the 1-2. Soft ground ball up the first baseline, but it kicks foul. So they'll do it again. Trey Hillman's looking for a big hit. The one thing that is probably most disturbing for Andy Pettit, last time out he gave up 3 leads, 2-0, 4-2, and then 5-4, and now he's given up a 6-5 lead, and that's something that he does not have a history of doing. He protects leads. Now he's giving them away. 105 pitches so far this afternoon. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout of Mark Teahan. 2 away.
We'll take a look at pitch by pitch here with Pettit against Teahan. And he starts out with a high slider, gets the call, comes right inside off the plate, ball 1. Right back in there, foul tip of a Georgie's glove. Right back in there again. Got him set up down and away for the slider. Got him. Good finish pitch. Set up extremely well. See manager Joe Girardi, a lot of confidence in Andy Pettit. Going to let him face Jose Guillen right here.
And the pitch to Guillen is inside 1-0.
Guillen with a 2-run home run in the first off of Andy. A single and 3 RBIs on the day. Normally managers would bring in a right-handed pitcher in this situation, but that's how much confidence Joe Girardi has in Andy, and has seen him battle back from a tough start today and wants to give him another chance to stay in this game.
Tied him up. Did he go? Did he go? Yes, he did, said Phil Cuzzy.
See Jorge setting up in, and this is the pitch that's gotten a lot sharper. It's got a lot of movement on it, and his cut fastball is, as I said before, has really gotten better since the early innings when he really struggled and left some out over the plate.
One. And the count 2-1. Good numbers with the bases loaded. 308 and 3 home runs. And the bases are indeed loaded with Royals. They've scored 1 to tie the game at 6. Looking to break it open to 2-1. Ripped down the left field line, foul. We go back to the first inning, and Guillen kept it fair.
Now there's a cut fastball that stays down and in on the plate. Guillen puts a good swing on it. See, Andy stayed inside predominantly this whole at bat with cut fastballs. Guillen just line 1 foul hard.
And the 2-2. Driven deep to left field. Going back Damon. He's on the track. He's at the wall. 10-6 Royals. A grand slam for Jose Guillen. And a nightmare inning for Andy Pettit.
You see here Andy trying to come up and in with a 4-seam fastball, tries to straighten it out, and he just went into the location 1 too many times. The whole at bat, really the whole day, he's tried to stay in on Jose Guillen, and Jose Guillen's gotten a lot of looks inside, and this one he does not miss. He's got his 2nd home run of the day, and this one's a grand slam, and that's a body blow. After the Yankees had fought so hard to get back in this game, and Andy righted himself.
Well, now they've got to fight a little bit more. Andy Pettit gives up 10 runs to a team that can't score. Royals lead 10-6. Yankees go to the pen.
Start the new year off right when you join the online community at MyYes.
MyYes is home of the Derek Jeter fan club. MyYes loves the bleacher creatures.
MyYes created the playoff message board.
Join now and create your own 2010 season blog with MyYes at YesNetwork.com.
Want the ultimate men's grooming solution for only $10? Introducing MicroTouch Magic, the magical micro trimmer with the built-in light. It spotlights the hair and makes it disappear. Look, now you see it, now you don't. It magically goes where other trimmers can't. Embarrassing nose hair, gone like that. Unsightly ear hair, watch it disappear. Need to trim the back of your neck? With Magic, you can do it by yourself. Look, It gets as close as a blade, yet it's safe to the touch. And the super bright light lets you see what you're doing and do the job right. Sideburns straight and even. Mustaches and beards are neat and clean. And for bushy eyebrows, just snap on the grooming guide and watch them transform right before your eyes. When it looks this good, this fast, it's got to be magic. Powerful enough for the tough stuff, yet gentle even on the most sensitive skin. It looks like a magic wand, but the real magic is that you can replace all these trimmers with one that does a perfect job. And it's easy to use. What a great way to keep the man in your life perfectly groomed. Or for moms who want to keep their kids neat and clean between haircuts. So put a little magic in your life with the all-new MicroTouch Magic. A $30 value for only $10. Plus, you'll receive our deluxe 10-piece grooming kit, complete with every grooming tool you need to always look your best. A $20 value, yours free. Yes, you get it all. The MicroTouch Magic with built-in light, plus our deluxe 10-piece travel kit, an incredible $50 value, all for just $10. This offer is not available in stores, so call now.
To order your MicroTouch Magic for only $10, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-979-6962. That's 1-800-979-6962. You'll also receive our deluxe 10-piece grooming kit free. Just pay processing. So don't delay. Call 1-800-979-6962. That's 1-800-979-6962. Or visit us online at microtouchmagic.com. Order now.
It's our hottest offer of the season, but it's melting fast. This is your last chance to get $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months when you switch to Verizon Fios TV, internet, and phone for just $89.99 a month with a 1-year agreement. With Fios TV, you get an amazing HD picture, along with internet service that's fiber optic fast. Both were ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power & Associates. And don't miss out on your chance to watch the big game in Fios HD. You won't believe how much better football looks with Fios. But you've got to call today. Get jaw-dropping Fios TV, America's highest-rated internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for just $89.99 a month, plus a special double bonus, $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months. Don't wait. Offer ends January 16th. Call 1-866-699-FIOS. That's 1-866-699-FIOS. This is Fios. This is big.
There's Andy Pettit alone with his thoughts as he's given up 10 runs on 10 hits, and the main culprit, that guy, Jose Guillen. In the 6th inning, Guillen fouls a ball off his left instep. Maybe shin bone. Now with a shin guard on, he goes yard. Grand slam. And as David so aptly put it, a body blow to the Yankees. That is a gigantic home run. And Guillen has driven in 7 runs and also has 2 assists from the outfield. He's had some day. And Andy's wondering what happened. Jose Veras comes in to face Miguel Olivo. There's another thing to bring up about this. As much faith as you have, and you see Veras' numbers, and Andy Pettit, what he's done, and the veteran status and the 4 World Series rings, he's at a pitch count and a situation where he's unraveling. That would be where you would go to the bullpen if you trusted your bullpen. But instead, he lets Andy Pettit stay in to face Jose Guillen rather than going to Veras, and Pettit serves up the grand slam.
You know, Guillen has got a lot of good swings off of Andy today, and we talked a lot about Andy and his bread and butter pitch being inside fastballs and cutters. And he stayed in on Guillen all day. He got beat twice.
Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, and that's going to do it. But not before the Royals put up 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of 6.5 innings of play. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
I'm Michael Kay, the host of Center Stage. Every guest that we have on, there's things that I want to ask them. Center Stage is a journey through people's lives, trying to find out how they got to the point of their success. You're going to really get to see the person who's interviewed the real story. Fans are going to really hear what that person wants out there. I think that you could turn on Center Stage at any time during the week, and you'd be surprised to find a writer, an actor, a rap star, and a lot of sports people as well. Watch Center Stage only on Yes. Obviously, here at the stadium, there's been 16 runs and 20 hits combined. Unfortunately for Yankee fans, 10 of those 16 runs belong to the Kansas City Royals. Now, how odd is that? The last time that Andy Pettitte gave up 10 earned runs in a game, you have to go back almost 12 years, July 30th of 1996. So this is not something that is usual. It's not something that happens often. In fact, it happened 12 years ago. So just a rough outing for Andy Pettitte. Looked like he turned it around and retired 9 in a row, then it fell apart in the 7th inning. A couple of defensive changes for the Royals. We'll get you those. Derek Jeter will lead off. Do the Yankees have another rally in their bones? They already came back from 5-1. Can they come back from 10-6? Mark Teahen, who was playing first, moves from first to right. That means Guillen's day is over. Ross Lowe takes over at first base for Guillen. Or should I say for Teahen. Tomko deals, pitch outside, 2-0.
It's almost like it was 3 different games for Andy Pettitte. Early, he really struggled, gave up 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 1st, and then retired 9 in a row. The middle part of the game, as Michael said, really sharpened up, looked good. And then the 7th inning was the 3rd part of the game. And just a Murphy's Law inning, ending with a grand slam.
2-0. And the count 3-0.
A bloop leadoff double to lead off that last inning, then a perfectly laid bunt single, kind of set the stage for the inning. Then you end up facing Jose Guillen with the bases loaded. Gets his 2nd home run of the day, and now it's 10-6.
You know what's a bit puzzling, David, and maybe you could explain it. I could see if Andy Pettitte was terrible every single inning and just didn't look like he had stuff. But there are innings where he looks like the old Andy Pettitte. He's dominant, as the previous 3 innings before they gave 5 runs in the 7th. He had an 8-pitch inning, a 7-pitch inning. He looked great. Why is he being so inconsistent? And it's not just today. It's been for most of the season. He'll give up leads. He'll settle down. He gets racked up in the 4th inning, then settles down in the 5th. What's going on?
Well, the thing with Andy is everybody knows, and we've talked about it, and we've worn out the word cutter or cut fastball, but that is what he features, and it is his best pitch. And when it is sharp, he can mow hitters down like he did in the middle innings with 9 in a row when he really sharpened up that pitch and got it in good locations. But when he doesn't, and when he struggles with his cutter, and when it does flatten out, he doesn't have anything to go to. He can't get to the other side of the plate. He doesn't have a lot of confidence in his changeup. He can throw that pitch. He has in the past. He can backdoor his cutter to right-handed batters. He can throw breaking balls to the outside corner. But he seems to have just lost a feel for that right now. So on the days when his cutter's not cutting, he gets in trouble. And he doesn't have a lot of confidence to go to his secondary pitches. And it really comes down to command. You know, the ability to throw changeups to right-handed batters, the ability to backdoor breaking balls or throw your fastball to the outside corner.
3-2. But why would he have command for innings 4, 5, and 6 and then lose the command? I mean, what's going on that he would so drastically lose his command of his butter pitch, his bread and butter pitch?
You know, that's probably a question only he can answer. We just saw from up here that his cutter got much sharper in the middle innings, and in the early innings he left a couple on the plate. The more you use that pitch, the less effective it becomes. Jose Guillen had seen that pitch all day long, and he was ready for it.
3-2.
Especially quality major league hitters, and that's Jose Guillen, a power hitter. You just continually keep throwing him the same pitch in the same location, he's going to adjust. And even though it's your best pitch, and if you make a quality cut fastball in on his fist, there's a good chance it will work. But the problem is just the repetitive nature of constantly going to the same location with the same pitch and not trying to set it up.
This is going to be a 10-pitch at bat in the next pitch, so still 3-2.
Andy's got the ability to command both sides of the plate. He has done it. He did it in Houston. He did it with the Yankees in his first go-around. When he really gets it going and gets on long rolls, he commands both sides of the plate. And when he's having trouble doing that right now. When his cutter is when he gets his cutter going and it's quick and it's sharp, he can get away with it. But when it's not, and that's the only weapon he has, that's when he gets in trouble.
Jeter putting together an at-bat against Tomko. It'll be now 11 pitches.
Brett Tomko started out the season in the Royals rotation. Won a spot out of spring training and pitched his way out of the rotation. Now finds himself in the bullpen.
3-2. And Tomko will win this battle with Jeter, 1 away.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
It's also a little hard to believe that a Royals team, and we mentioned this going into break before, that really has had a sincere inability to score runs, has been able to put a 10 spot up against Andy Pettitte. It's hard to believe.
A couple of big home runs by Jose Guillen. You know, the 7th inning was kind of a Murphy's Law inning. It was, you know, a blooper to lead off and a double down the line, and then a perfectly placed bunt on a sacrifice attempt. The obvious big blow was the grand slam to Guillen. It was sort of a tale of 3 different games for Andy Pettitte today. Struggled early, good in the middle part of the innings, and then fell apart in the 7th.
Just so used to seeing Andy Pettitte pitch well, and you know there have been games where he wasn't good. Game 6 in the 2001 World Series, and you found out later that the Diamondbacks knew his signs and he was tipping his pitches. But I don't think that was the case today. He just didn't throw the pitches that he wanted to. And the 10 Royals at the 10 runs that the Royals put on the board against Pettitte, that's their season high. Again, this is a team that was not able to get it done. They had lost 11 in a row on the road coming into yesterday. They win 2-1, and that's the type of game that they usually win. But now a slugfest they're leading, the 2-1, outside 3-1.
It's kind of the law of averages. You know, it's a major league team. The Royals have some good young talent. They've struggled, but sooner or later they're going to bust out. They will score runs. And you know what? Andy Pettitte hung in there. The only reason he gave up 10 runs today is because he did pull it together in the middle innings, was allowed to stay in that game.
That one is ripped to right field by Abreu. It's a base hit, and it goes up against the base of the wall. Tien plays, fires, and will hold Abreu to a single. Almost got him thrown out as he really rounded the base too hard. Quick play by the Royals, especially the second baseman Callaspo.
See Abreu get a fastball right down the middle and turn on it. Hits a bullet off the lower base of the right field wall and has to hold up because the Tien plays the ricochet well. Throws behind the runner. See the ball bounce right back to Tien, and he immediately comes up, doesn't hesitate, hits the cutoff man. Quick throw back to first base. Ross Splode makes a good play to short hop that ball and keep it from going in the dugout. But one last thought on Andy Pettitte. You know, to be able to be allowed to stay in to give up 10 runs says something. He really battled in the middle innings and stayed in that game.
That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A monster home run for Alex Rodriguez. A 2-run shot. And the Yankees are trying to battle back. It's 10-8 Royals.
Well, that's about as long a home run as you're going to see from a right-handed batter. As you see, he gets a hanging slider right over the middle of the plate. He immediately knows it. Flips his bat, looks in the dugout. This is the way, I don't know, maybe Joe DiMaggio used to hit him, Michael. I don't know. This would have been a home run at the old Yankee Stadium. It almost got up into the bleachers.
Wow. Home run number 527 for Alex Rodriguez. That came very close to making the left field bleachers. That's what they're pointing out now. 9th home run of the season for A-Rod. So this game's not over as the Yankees are not taking this line down. So it's now 10-8 on a hot, humid day, and David kind of predicted this on the pregame show as Alex Rodriguez continues to move up on the all-time home run list. Jimmy Fox is next. He said hot days at Yankee Stadium, the ball jumps, although that probably would have gotten out in a blizzard. And Trey Hillman will go to the mound and take the ball from Brett Tomko. So Tomko has a chance to get the win, although it's to the discretion of the official scorer which reliever pitches best but he was in there when the Royals took the lead. So we got one out at the bottom of the 7th inning. Royals go to the bullpen. Yankees are trailing 10-8. Ramon Ramirez is coming in. Stay where you are.
The Nets' Southern swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting 5 back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes. You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? If so, InventHelp has information to help you get started. InventHelp is America's largest inventor service firm. Call and learn how to try to submit your idea to companies through InventHelp's databank and apply for a patent. Even if your idea is just to improve an existing product, call for InventHelp's free information.
For your inventor's information, call 1-800-227-1299.
Breakfasts! I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today, because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans preferred the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
Performance now is all about logic. That some cars cost as much as $1,500 to maintain is one thing. That others cost even more is quite another. That a BMW costs you nothing to maintain defies all logic whatsoever, and in turn makes it the most logical choice of all. Performance now is the 3 Series. Lease a BMW 3 Series for $379 a month now through March 1st.
I did actually look at a couple other sites, but they kind of seem like a digital version of a bar.
It just didn't seem to be really effective.
Other dating sites just give you a picture and a paragraph. At eHarmony, we match you with pre-screened singles based on 29 dimensions of compatibility, proven to be the foundation for happy, long-term relationships.
It didn't seem as shallow like some of the other websites.
That was the beautiful thing about eHarmony, that you can go much deeper.
Experience the eHarmony difference for yourself. Review all your matches for free at eHarmony.com.
Excuse me, is this the returns line? Yeah.
Didn't get the 3G coverage you wanted this season? There's a map for that. To get almost 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T, hurry into the Verizon Wireless Go Red Save Green event, where you can get 50% off select 3G phones like the Moto Rival, LG 8360, or the Samsung Omnia for just $24.99. Verizon Wireless.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup right here on Yes.
Boy, have we seen some majestic home runs today. Ramon Ramirez will try to stop the home run barrage as the Royals bring in this young right-hander who has very, very good numbers. We've seen a monster home run by the guy at the plate right now, Giambi. I'd say about 12 rows up in the upper deck. We saw a majestic home run by Alex Rodriguez, a long home run, a grand slam by Jose Guillen. It's 10-8, a lot of runs. And the pitch is outside 1-0. Pitcher get ticked off when he gives up a long one, or he doesn't care about the distance?
Well, it is embarrassing, you know, when you give up those big ones. You know, those hanging sliders go a long way, as we saw A-Rod put a real good swing on a slider up and out over the plate.
Also, the one thing I noticed when Giambi hit his into the upper deck, Guillen never moved, didn't even turn around. I heard some pitchers don't like that.
Generally, no, but when they're giving up that long and that far, there's not much grief a pitcher can give anybody but yourself.
What's the longest home run you ever gave up?
I gave up one to Manny Ramirez in Cleveland. It almost went off the scoreboard at the old Jake. And I asked Manny later on if that was the furthest one he ever hit. He just smiled at me and walked away. It's Manny being Manny.
Count 2-2.
A lot of times the next day you'll joke with that pitcher. You know, somebody will go up to Andy Pettit tomorrow, or somebody go up to Brett Tomko and say, hey, how'd you hold that pitch? How'd you grip that one?
2-2. Count 3-2. Posada waits on deck. Along with David Cohn, I'm Michael Kay. You're watching a wild one here on Yes. It's 10-8 Royals over the Yankees. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. 4th Royals pitcher in, Ramon Ramirez. Grounded foul. In case you just joined us, this is the home run we're talking about with Giambi. He knew it was gone. Boy, was it gone.
Blast in the upper deck. I think the stash is here to stay, Michael. It's going to get thicker, and he's not going to shave that thing for a while.
Might even get Gossage-like.
A little Gossage-like, yeah. Get a little wax. Start twirling the ends.
A little Sparky Lau-like. The 3-2.
Jason's one of those characters in the clubhouse. He and Johnny Damon are very similar, as you see there. You got the sign for the stash.
And the fake sash.
They love the stash. Whatever works. Superstitions.
3-2. Struck him out. 2 away.
Ramirez has done a good job for the Royals this year. As you see here, this is a nice little changeup. Good arm action. Jason reads fastball the whole way. See how far out in front he is as that ball just dives down. A lot of times those changeups that are right over the middle of the plate and they get depth and go down are the ones that really fool the hitters. They look like fastballs right down the middle, and then they're gone. Very effective finish, strikeout type pitches.
Here's Posada, RBI double in the 4th, his first ribby since coming back. And there's a strike from Ramirez.
Well, the Royals got Ramirez from Colorado. He was originally signed as an outfielder. Another converted reliever. Ron Mayhay was that way too. Converted position player to a pitcher. Had a great arm when he signed and moved him from the outfield to the mound. Nice easy motion, low 90s, good changeup, little slider to go with it. It's a strikeout type pitcher.
High fly ball left field. De Jesus drifts back. He'll make the play, and that'll do it. But the Yankees creep closer thanks to a long home run by that man, Alex Rodriguez. With a runner on first base, Rodriguez redirected the ball, heading it toward the left field bleachers. In fact, it missed landing in that rarefied real estate. Obviously, there have been a lot of home runs. Jose Guillen had a long home run. Jason Giambi hit a long home run. And then Alex Rodriguez, after this Guillen grand slam, also went yard. Boy, it's about a mile of home runs. Maybe even more. We'll add it up. We'll total it up. We go to the 8th. It's 10-8 KC.
On the next This Week in Football, presented by Geico, we'll break down Wild Card Weekend and see who managed to stay in the hunt for a championship. Plus, Gary and Kim dissect the dramatic news and notes from around the league, including injuries, coaching changes, and more.
Catch an all-new This Week in Football presented by Geico, Tuesday at 6:30, only on Yes.
Are you stressed over credit cards and other debts? Maybe through no fault of your own? Imagine how it would feel to have that weight lifted right off your shoulders. Well, here's some good news from America's trusted name in debt relief. Care One providers have already helped over 4.5 million people in debt, and we can help you today. Just call this toll-free number to speak with a friendly representative, and in just minutes, you'll get your free debt relief analysis.
Regardless of your situation, Care One has an option for you.
We are there to help, and we do that in a way that's empathetic and supportive without judging their financial situation.
The credit card companies, I feel, are trying to keep you in debt and trying to keep it so you owe them money forever. And Care One is a good way to get you out of that and get you out of it fast.
A big burden was lifted off of my shoulders.
Care One threw me a lifeline. Call Care One. They will help you.
Get debt relief from a company you can trust. Just call the toll-free number today.
It's our hottest offer of the season, but it's melting fast. This is your last chance to get $150 back, plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months when you switch to Verizon Fios TV, internet, and phone for just $89.99 a month with a 1-year agreement. With Fios TV, you get an amazing HD picture, along with internet service that's fiber optic fast. Both were ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power and Associates. And don't miss out on your chance to watch the big game in Fios HD. You won't believe how much better football looks with Fios. But you've got to call today. Get jaw-dropping Fios TV, America's highest-rated internet, and unlimited nationwide calling for just $89.99 a month, plus a special double bonus, $150 back plus a free multi-room DVR for 3 months. Don't wait. Offer ends January 16th. Call 1-866-699-FIOS. That's 1-866-699-FIOS. This is Fios. This is big.
The New York Yankees are proud to offer the Yankees Universe Members Fan Club through Yankees.com. It's a new way for the greatest fans in the world to connect to the team, the players, and the community. Fans will have access to an exclusive members-only Yankees Universe website containing behind-the-scenes video of Yankee Stadium, player interviews, and archived chats. Plus, you'll receive exclusive photos and articles that you won't find anywhere else on the web. Members also get a subscription to MLB Game Day Audio so you can listen to your favorite team online. At Yankee Stadium, members enjoy fast-track entrance at Gate 2 and fast-track entrance at Yankees Museum on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, all for just $19.95. Show your membership card at participating Yankees Clubhouse stores and receive a 10% discount. A portion of the proceeds goes to Pete's Universe Fund at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. So join the Yankees Universe Fan Club today at Yankees.com.
John Buck will lead off against Jose Barris. Slow roller, fielded there by Barris, and he makes the play. That's a nice play by the Yankee pitcher.
He's the only one that had a shot at this one. It's another one of those cue shots right off the end of the bat. And nobody else has a chance. A-Rod's too far back. That ball's dying. Jose Barris gets to it, barehands it, wheels around, and gets the catcher. John Buck running down the first base line.
Here's Alberto Callaspo. He's 1 for 3 today. And the count 1-0.
Michael, Jose Barris is an interesting guy. You know, he was injured last year a little bit, or coming off of an injury. He's really picked up some velocity this year. Just saw him throw up to the mid-90s, 95 miles an hour with his fastball. Good slider. Got a chance to really establish himself in that bullpen. He's going to get more opportunities. He's got a nice arm. He's got good power stuff. A lot of talk about how the Yankees are going to shape their bullpen now with Jabba Chamberlain in the rotation, and this guy's got a golden opportunity right here.
2-1. Callaspo pops it up, and it's out of play.
Well, the guy the Yankees really miss is Brian Bruni, who was hurt early in the year, a foot injury. Trying to cover first base, kind of slipped in Chicago earlier this year, and he really got off to a good start. Another power arm, Brian Bruni's. You know, he's rehabbing. There's a chance he'll be back towards the end of the year. He's moving around pretty well now. But he was a guy that really impressed me early in the year, the way he attacked hitters and his stuff and his makeup.
And the 2-2. Served into left field. A base hit. Johnny Damon gets the ball in quickly, so Callaspo with a 1-out single.
See, Callaspo almost gets fooled on this breaking ball. Kind of gets his foot back down, just doesn't try to do too much with it. The fact that the breaking ball was up gave him a chance to almost reload, keep his hands back, flare it into left field for a base hit.
Here's Esteban Herman. Last time up, he tried to sacrifice. The bunt was so good, he picked up a single. And that kind of started the ball rolling down the hill against Andy Pettitte when the Royals scored 5 runs.
The Royals have gotten some good production from the bottom of their order today. Callaspo and Herman and Gathright have all done some damage. it's kind of been up and down the lineup for the Royals today. Even though Jose Guillen provided the power, there was men on base in front of him.
Fouled away. 1-1 count on Herman. Fly ball, fairly deep right. Abreu goes back and makes the play for the second out.
Joey Gathright on the day right there. Big base hit in the 7th to get on base ahead of Jose Guillen's grand slam home run. Got a lot of speed. Got a lot of playing time earlier this year. Now with David DeJesus back, he's kind of relegated to the 4th outfielder, but has been getting some time as Trey Hillman, the manager, has been shuffling around his lineup often this year. It's 46 different lineups in the first 60 some odd games. Really trying to find the right combination.
And there's a strike.
Thompson, the bench coach there, giving signs on whether you're going to throw over or pitch out. Sometimes an 0-2 count with 2 outs is a good running situation. A lot of teams try to run in this particular count. Also a popular pitch to pitch out on.
Now 1-2.
See Jose Veras run that fastball upstairs at 96 miles an hour. He's definitely gained some velocity as opposed to last year. One more year further removed from surgery. Got a good arm. He's a max effort type of a guy. Real fast arm action. Puts everything he has into every pitch.
We talk about athletic ability and speed and things like that. Joey Gathright, we know he can run. Check out how he can jump. It's in spring training. Hiroki Kuroda, and he jumps over his head and makes it to first base. That's pretty impressive. And Gathright's also been known to jump over cars.
Some athletic ability right there.
I jumped over 2 stacked quarters in high school, and I was proud of myself. Quarters. 1-2, runner goes. Throw to second. Not in time. Yankees hold their breath when Posada throws. They say his arm is fine, so you hope that that's okay. Wasn't a bad throw.
No, you see a big leg kick by Veras there and a good jump. And Posada had to kind of rush. And I tell you what, you know, the throw was there, even though it was up the line and high a little bit. Posada gets a quick release, gets something on that throw. It's just a little up the line. Robbie couldn't quite get down and make the tag, but the throw was there. The throw beat him. Tough play for Robbie to reach up and catch that ball and get the tag back down on a sliding runner. Yeah, really good jump. Posada gets rid of it quick. Just up the line a little bit. Robbie just misses the tag, but the throw was certainly there in time, just a little bit high. Carrasco gets under the tag.
And a throw into center field. And Gathright, or should I say, Carrasco, stays right where he started. Miscommunication there.
Well, this is the daylight play. A lot of times the shortstop picks up Jeter. Jeter almost fakes. And Veras kind of jumps the gun and turns around and wheels and tries to hold on to it and can't. Kind of slings it into center field.
Can't blame him, David. He saw daylight and just threw it there.
Right. Jeter looked like he was trying to bluff Callaspo back to second base and didn't finish with the daylight play, but he didn't really put out the glove. It was more of just a foot bluff.
2-2.
A lot of times the signal for a pitcher there is the glove. Jeter's got to open the glove, and that's why they call it the daylight play. You got to stick the glove out there to let him know that you're going to go. A lot of times Jeter will just bluff him with his legs and stop, but he never really put his glove out for the daylight play. And that's what you're supposed to key on as a pitcher. You're supposed to wait and see that glove, and that lets you know that the shortstop's going to continue on to the bag.
Heads up play by Melky, backing up. 3-2. He struck him out. Gathright goes down swinging. No runs are hit, no errors, and one man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning at 10-8 KC.
Start the new year off right when you join the online community at MyYes.
MyYes is home of the Derek Jeter fan club.
MyYes loves the Bleacher Creatures.
MyYes created the playoff message board.
Join now and create your own 2010s and blog with MyYes at YesNetwork.com.
Did you ever try to take a shower, but you wound up taking a bath? Do you have a sink that fills when it's supposed to empty? And who wants to wait for an expensive plumber?
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here for the Turbo Snake. The fastest, easiest way to unclog any drain in your bathroom, guaranteed. Simply slide the Turbo Snake down the drain, then just give it a twirl, and the Turbo Snake grabs the clog and frees the drain. It's that easy. You don't even need to remove the stopper. The specially designed head slides right into the drain to reach the clog, removing it with ease. Here's how it works. The Turbo Snake easily glides down deep into the drain. Then give it a twirl, and the specially designed hooks grab onto the hair and gunk to remove the clog with ease. Plungers are messy and don't work on hair clogs. And liquid drain cleaners are toxic and flow right past the clog. But Turbo Snake grabs hair clogs like magic and allows your sink to drain every time.
I was amazed at how quick and easy it was to grab the stubborn hair clog with the Turbo Snake and remove it. It was really simple, and it worked.
Long hair, short hair, blonde hair or dark hair, your hair or my hair, the Turbo Snake gets it all. So stop living with slow-moving drains and stop waiting for an expensive plumber to fix the problem. Call now and get 2 Turbo Snakes, large for showers and tubs, and small for sinks for just $10. As a bonus, we'll send you a set of peel and stick hooks to hang your Turbo Snakes neatly in a cabinet. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer. Just pay separate processing and handling. That means you get 4 Turbo Snakes, 2 large for showers and tubs, and 2 small for sinks, and the peel and stick hooks, an unstoppable value, all for just $10. So stop the clogs and get your flow to go once and for all with the Turbo Snake. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-781-9603 to order the Turbo Snake for $10 and we'll double the offer. Just pay processing and handling. Call 1-800-781-9603 or visit turbosnake.com. That's 1-800-781-9603. Call now.
Hey. Your map's blocking the game.
Oh, sorry. I'm just checking the other scores.
Is my map in the way? No. You good.
To get almost 5 times more 3G coverage than AT&T, come to Verizon Wireless, where you'll find smartphones under $100, like the BlackBerry Tour, Droid Aris with Google by HTC, or the new BlackBerry Curve for just $79.99. Verizon Wireless.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. A couple of changes for the Royals. Tony Pena Jr. takes over at shortstop, and Mike Aviles moves from short to third. So Herman out of the game. Cano leads off against Ramirez, and the first pitch is a strike. This game has had a little bit of everything. Some of it not good. Count 0-2.
Ramirez has been the 8th inning guy for Kansas City this year to set up their premier closer, Joakim Soria. The Royals have a lot of confidence in him.
Now, the Yankees have Edouard Ramirez and Dan Geist warming up. But I wonder about them using Geist today, because Geist might be the guy you bring in for Jabba Chamberlain tomorrow if he reaches his pitch count in an early inning. Punched out and under the glove or off the glove of Tony Pena Jr. for a base hit.
I see Ramirez go to another off-speed pitch, a changeup, and Robinson stays back, reaches for it, flicks his bat, and almost like it had a little hook on it. Tony Pena Jr. went to go get it. You see this ball's off the end of the bat a little bit. He's not sure if he's going to short hop it, if it's going to stay in the air, and he kind of overruns it a little bit with his glove. It's almost like the ball sailed on him a little bit, got almost behind his glove, scored a base hit. Sure, that's a play Tony Pena Jr. would say that he should have made. Robinson Cano with a defensive swing gets the leadoff hit here in the 8th. See Betterment there on the day.
This is the first time this year that Cano has had multiple hits in 3 straight games. So that's a good sign. Maybe he's starting to come out of it. Count 0-1 on Bettermeat, and he's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Yankees still have Hideki Matsui on the bench. He had the today off. The 0-1. And the count 1-1.
So you see Matsui there. Might be grabbing a bat here in the next inning. If you're the Yankees, you'd like to see the damage done here in the 8th against Ramirez, because Soria has been so effective in the 9th closing.
1-1. Outside.
Trey Hellman, the manager, looking at matchups right there. Got a lefty going there. Looks like Jimmy Gobble. Fastball count, 2-1 count. Betterman gets the changeup from Ramirez. Out in front of it. You can see this ball looks like it's right down the middle and dives. Ramirez will throw that changeup anytime at any count.
And he strikes out Bettermeat. 1 away.
See that Bettermeat just has trouble picking this up. It's almost the same pitch back to back, and he reads fastball. The arm action says fastball, the grip says changeup, and the effectiveness is the location. Once again, looks like it's right down the middle and is gone at the last minute. Get that kind of depth on your changeup or whatever grip you use, whether it's a splitter or a changeup, when you get that kind of action, and it's right over the middle of the plate, that's a strikeout pitch. And coming into this game, Ramirez had 30 strikeouts in 27.1 innings. This game's been such an emotional roller coaster ride for the Yankee fans that are still here. A lot of them are.
Cabrera lines one past the lunge and Callaspo into right. Second base hit for Cabrera. The Yankees have the tying runs on.
You see Cabrera stays on that pitch. It's a fastball away, stays up in the outer third of the plate, gets enough bat on it to get it by second baseman Callaspo. You know, a lot of times when the infield's playing a double play depth, they're in just enough, and Melky catches a break there. Just gets a hooking line drive as you see Yobuda warming up. Now this is what the Yankees are looking for. First and second, you got your hot hitter Damon up.
Damon with 4 hits today, his third 4-hit game of the season. His average up to 320. See the double and 3 singles. He tried to turn that single in the 6th into a double, but was gunned down by Jose Guillen. Guillen's been a big star in this game. He's out of the game right now. 2 home runs, 7 ribbies, and 2 assists from the outfield. 1-0. That one gets away from Buck. That's a big pass ball or a wild pitch. Takes away the double play. That is a wild pitch.
This is outstanding base running. A quick read. It's a changeup. Buck looked like he thought it was going to stay in the air, and it didn't. It hits off the plate, and he's got his glove in the wrong position. Doesn't really get down to block it. Buck got fooled by that pitch. He thought he was going to receive it in the air. Cano with a quick read, and Melky follows up. Very good base running.
And the 2-0. 3-0. First base is open. Jeter is on deck.
The Yankees have fought hard in this game to get back in it and then fall behind again, trying to do it one more time.
Lays a strike in there. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Count 3-1.
The Let's Go Yankees chants coming back out. Crowd's getting some new life right now after an emotional roller coaster ride of a day.
3-1. 3-2. Damon's career high in a game is 5 hits. He's done that 6 times, so he's at 4 for 4 right now. Two. Still 3-2. Well, you've got Cano at third, and you've got Cabrera at second. 1 man out. Yankees down by 2, bottom of the 8th. For 5 in a 10-10 game. 2-run single for Johnny Damon. And both teams have split 20 runs evenly.
See the look on Trey Hillman's face. He can't believe it. Johnny Damon clutching up. The Yankees have fought back again. A 3-2 pitch. Fastball away. Decent location. Johnny Damon's hot. When you could cover that pitch on the outside corner, drive it the other way. Nice line drive, nice piece of hitting. We got a 10-10 game.
A big 2-run single for Damon, who was 5 for 5, a double and 4 singles. And he just comes off to get some relief from the heat and gets congratulations from his teammates as Trey Hillman removes Ramirez. They blew a 10-6 lead. Let's see where it goes from here. It's getting fun. Damon has many reasons to smile, 5 of them today, as he has nailed 5 base hits. Yesterday, his 14-game hitting streak was snapped with an 0 for 5, but he's starting another one, his 7th career 5-hit game. That is, as we mentioned, a career high. What a day for Johnny Damon. Jimmy Gobble comes in relief. They bring in the left-hander to face Jeter, and then Abreu still 1 out with a runner on first. And Mariano starts to throw. And there's a strike to Jeter.
And in all of this that's happened, Andy Pettitte now spits the hook. You know, he's on the hook. We talked about Pettitte's day where he started out slow, had good middle innings, and then gave up the big grand slam for his 10th earned run. Now finds himself with a no decision.
Along with David Cohn, I'm Michael Kay, and you're watching Yankees baseball right here on Yes. If you've been with us since the beginning, the batting practice show at 12, good for you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It's a 10 game. Hope you've enjoyed your afternoon with Yes. Not over yet. And the 1-1. 2-1.
Just a hard-fought battle for the Yankees today, and the Royals as well. Really hot day, really the first real hot day we've had in New York all year. Both teams got 10 spots on the scoreboard right now. The Yankees have fought back twice, showing that ability to get that offense going. And that's the real feeling you want as a Yankee team and a Yankee lineup. You feel like you're never out of the game. Come back from 4-run deficits twice today.
Giambi's gone upward tank today. Gobble trying to keep Damon close. Damon has 10 stolen bases. Stole a base in the 4th inning. Damon started his career with the Royals, and just another player that they couldn't hold on to because of money. Damon, Beltran, Rain Dye. That one is laced into right center. It's a base hit. Blocked there by Gathright. Damon thought about third, but held right there.
Derek Jeter really stays on this pitch so well. Down and in, classic. Lead with the knob of the bat. Bring your hands in. Lace it to right center field. You know, that's classic Derek Jeter hitting right there. Wait on the ball. Let the ball travel in. Get on you. See Gathright kind of get hung up there, get handcuffed. Here's Damon's read right there. You don't know if he's going to catch it or not. Now you get a good quick read. You see the bobble, but you're not sure. First and second, 1 out.
Well, Derek Jeter now with 1,210 hits at Yankee Stadium. Next up is Mickey Mantle. He already passed Mickey Mantle for most hits, 3rd most hits on the Yankee list. Now he's going to pass him for hits at Yankee Stadium. Well, this is a first. Abreu has never faced Jimmy Gobble. Big spot in the game. Yankees can take the lead and turn it over to Rivera. Even if they don't take the lead, they will turn it over to Rivera. Once you're at home and there's a tie game after 8, you'll never have a save situation, so you might as well use them right away.
Kind of see with Jimmy Gobble's delivery, he can be tough on lefties, kind of a crossfire, low 3/4 delivery, kind of slings it in there.
1-0. Count 2-0.
Jimmy Gobble struggled this year, had a real good year last year with Kansas City, and a 3.02 ERA, 4-1 record. I'm really counting on him in the bullpen this year, with Mayhay and Jimmy Gobble as their 2 lefties down there. Really struggled this year.
16 hits for the Yankees, ties their season high. They love number 17 right here. And a strike.
Bobby Abreu not happy with that call. Abreu's really going to have to stay in here on Gobble. The way he throws across his body and crossfires that pitch.
And the 2-1. Missed outside, 3-1. On deck is Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez. He started this comeback with that 2-run home run in the 7th inning.
See Yabuda continuing to throw.
Takes Damon back.
It's one of those games, Michael, where anywhere you could steal an out. Outs are such a commodity when you're in a 10-10 game. And again, we've seen pickoff plays behind it first and at second base. At the time, managers on the bench really like to try to steal an out if they can.
Driven out to left center field and deep. Giving chase is De Jesus on the run, and he makes the play. Boy, he covered a lot of ground as the Yankee runners retreat. Abreu really gave that a ride, but he hit it into Death Valley.
Oh, Abreu's got a hitter's count here, gets a fastball away and drives it in the gap. See it, De Jesus just runs to the spot he thinks it's going to be. Good speed. He's on his horse right there, and he knows where that ball's going to. Full speed, right at the warning track, makes the play. Bobby Abreu thought he got it. The way the ball's traveling today and carrying all day long, thought for sure he got that one in the gap.
Well, Trey Hillman will go to the bullpen again. We're bringing Yabuda to face Alex Rodriguez. It's a 10-10 game. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Yabuda against A-Rod. We get back. Stay where you are.
The Nets' Southern swing continues with a Sunday showdown in San Antonio. Tonight, with the starting 5 back intact, the Nets look to get on the winning track when they take on Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Nets, Spurs. Coverage starts tonight at 6:30 with the Nets pregame.
Only on Yes.
Just imagine being able to see your entire world in high definition.
The clarity is just unbelievable. That's what I'm seeing. Awesome clarity, man.
High definition. It's impeccable. It's gorgeous.
It's like, wow, there's no glare involved. It's crystal clear. They're amazing. HD quality.
They're talking about HD Vision Ultras, the brand new sunglasses that give you our trademark high definition color and clarity. Just like high definition revolutionized TV, HD Vision reduced glare and increased color and clarity like no other glasses you've ever worn.
These are amazing.
And these do the job. Everything just pops. It's incredible.
Other glasses just make things darker, but HD Vision lenses enhance colors, and they have great styling.
I got thumbs up from the wife. I'll take them. I can see how blue the ocean is, the sky, every cloud. I mean, really, it's unbelievable. They're really very cool.
These sunglasses are just phenomenal.
We're introducing HD Vision Ultras at a truly breakthrough price. As a special offer, we are giving away HD Ultras for just $10. That's right, $10. Other sunglasses sell for $100, $200, even $300, and they don't have high-definition lenses.
That's an awesome price.
You kidding me?
I've got a $129 pair of sunglasses that are not this good, and that's the truth.
Plus, as a special bonus, when you buy 1 pair of HD Vision Ultras for just $10, we'll include a second pair for free. Just pay shipping and handling.
I can't believe it. Really?
How is that possible?
Enhance your vision with high-definition color and clarity.
HD Ultras. They really are high definition.
Don't wait. Call now.
To order HD Vision Ultras, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-699-1747. That's 1-800-699-1747. Don't delay. Call 1-800-699-1747 or go online at buyhdvision.com.
So now with Fios, you have Facebook and Twitter on your TV.
Amazing. Let me tell my family about this.
Okay.
Facebook on GB. Watch this. Boom.
Cool.
Boom.
Nice.
Wait for it. And
boom.
Boom.
Facebook on your TV and 3 times more very satisfied customers than Cablevision. This is beyond cable. This is Fios.
Last time up, Alex Rodriguez came to the plate with a runner on first in the 7th inning, and he went yard. I mean, real yard. That almost made the left field bleachers. Bounced up against the wall, the retaining wall of the bleachers, and in the Kansas City Royals bullpen. Moments ago, talking with Yankees hitting coach Kevin Long, and he's probably saying, what's the deal with Yabuta? What do you know?
It's exactly what they're going over right there. The scouting report, what his out pitch is, what his fastball does, what kind of movement.
Well, Yabuta, 12 years in Japan, pitching for Bobby Valentine's Chiba Latte Marines. Career record of 44 and 59. That's what he's done this year with a 4.03 ERA. Now, he has faced him before, by the way. In the World Baseball Classic in 2006, he struck out Alex Rodriguez, Derek Lee, and Johnny Damon in an inning and a third outing. So there's something there. Signed a 2-year, $6 million contract with the Royals this winter. Big spot here for Yabuta and for Rodriguez. Grounded, and a nice play there by Aviles, and he will throw to first, and that'll do it. But the Yankees tie the score. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Obviously the big hit, Johnny Damon's 5th hit of the game. A 2-run single to left center field. That tied the game at 10, and we go to the 9th.
Tonight, the kids in your neighborhood will go to bed. It'll be quiet and safe. Tonight, you're not out thinking about your day. But here, tonight is the beginning of a nightmare. Gabriella won't sleep. Maybe because she's hungry. Maybe because she's scared or sick. Tomorrow night, it'll be exactly the same, and every night, until someone steps in to help. Someone like you.
I know your future is listening. Hear the world, it's crying out.
Sponsor a child through Child Fund.
Will you be the answer to the call?
For less than $1 a day, you can make a difference in a child's life with healthy food, clean water. Child Fund will make sure there's a good school, medicine, because a brighter tomorrow starts with the simple things today. When you sponsor a child through Child Fund, you'll get letters and updates to see how your contribution is making a real difference in their lives. For more than 70 years, Child Fund has been bringing joy to the lives of children like Gabriella in the U.S. and around the world, thanks to the people who decided to pick up the phone and become sponsors. Tonight, thousands of children will lie awake, some too hungry to sleep, others afraid of what's outside their door. Other children won't wake up at all because they don't have the help they need. Help from someone like you. Over 80 cents of every dollar goes to help the children. So call 800-347-9404 or visit childfund.org and brighten a child's life. Not just for today, but for tomorrow and the years to come. Call Child Fund. Sponsor a child like Gabriella today. Give them the chance to dream. Call 800-347-9404 or go to childfund.org to sponsor a child today.
Breakfasts! I got breakfasts here, real cheap.
Don't settle for a knockoff breakfast. Save money with a Dunkin' Donuts egg and cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. Try it with egg whites today because it's breakfast, not brokefast. America saves on Dunkin'.
I like this one.
In a national taste test, more hardworking Americans prefer the taste of Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Try the coffee that won.
This one.
And see why America really does run on Dunkin'.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup right here on Yes.
.10 game. We go to the 9th inning, and the Yankees go to Mariano Rivera, and those numbers say it all. He's just had one of the best seasons he's ever had up to this point. Best start for sure. 98, he had a good start, but nothing like this. Just 2 walks in 26 innings.
Remarkable. Better than ever. Better than he's ever been. Throwing the ball with more efficiency and more command. Just keeps getting better with age. He's in such great shape. Looks the same. Keeps himself in top condition.
Yankees third pitcher. Veras pitched an inning in the third. And De Jesus hits one deep to right field. Going back is Abreu looking up. See ya! A shocking home run by David De Jesus. And the Royals take an 11-10 lead. And what are the odds of that?
It is shocking. You know, you just don't see that often with Mariano Rivera. De Jesus has been hot. You can see it's his patent cutter inside, kind of sits down a little bit. Mariano just trying to get a first pitch strike, and De Jesus jumps on it. You see the look on Mariano's face right there. He can't believe it either.
Swing and a miss.
See, De Jesus just jumps on this ball, and the ball's really flying today, but this is a pretty legitimate home run. No doubt about it. Mariano trying to get a first pitch strike with a cutter in, gets a lot of the plate.
And that one's fouled straight back. Scattered some fans in the crowd, but everybody seems to be okay. So De Jesus, the kid from Brooklyn, obviously watched Mariano Rivera, and he watches a fly ball land over the wall for a home run. That's the first home run that Mariano's given up since August 15th of last year. .45 in the third innings. And the 0-2. If you'd like to hear what shock feels like, or hears like, or sounds like, Yankee Stadium now sounds like shock.
Well, it really does. You know, it's been such an emotional roller coaster ride for these Yankee fans today, and for both teams as well. And sitting in a 10-10 game with Mariano Rivera coming in, first pitch to David De Jesus, and it's launched.
Here's Tian. Count 0-1.
Just don't see that. The crowd has had the life taken out of it. And it's just a first pitch cutter, and it kind of just sits there. See, De Jesus gets right to it. You know, doesn't have that normal cutting action that Mariano usually gets on his pitch. Generally, that'll happen on a first pitch trying to get a strike.
That one's a blooper towards short, and Jeter puts it away, 2 outs. Here's what the home run sounded like off the bat of De Jesus.
De Jesus is looking inside. You could hear it. It made that home run sound. And De Jesus has shown some pop. You know, he's been a prospect for the Royals. He's got some speed. He's been hot coming into this game. And he's also shown the ability to have some juice in his bat and hit some home runs here and there. None bigger than that one, and he's going to remember that one forever.
Big cut there by Glode. Soria will try to close this out in the bottom of the ninth. Can the Yankees rally again? We'll see very shortly. There's a ground ball, and that'll do it. But Mariano Rivera serves up a home run, and he can't believe it. Crowd of 53,611 can't believe it. And probably David De Jesus can't believe it. Mariano just in shock. He was wishing it wouldn't go, but it went. We go to the bottom of the ninth, last licks.
Class, pass your test forward.
See what happens when kids go to school with the flu? They can easily pass their germs to everyone in the classroom. To keep them healthy, make sure kids get the seasonal flu vaccine right now and novel H1N1 vaccine when it's available. If they're sick, keep them home and teach them to wash their hands often or use hand sanitizer to reduce the spread of germs. A message from your state and local health departments to know what to do about the flu.
The Yankees are world champions, and Yes has your exclusive year-round behind-the-scenes pass on Yankees Magazine with the cover story.
This one's for the boss and his family.
The Spotlight.
It took a lot to get back here.
The quick look around the stadium.
Royals lead the Yankees 11-10. Time for the play of the games.
And that's got to be it. You know, when you come in and get a first pitch from Mariano Rivera and hit a home run to go up 11-10 in the 9th inning, that's a memory for a lifetime for David DeJesus. And he hit it. He hit it well. I mean, even though it's a hot day at Yankee Stadium, the ball is really carrying. Mariano Rivera was probably more shocked than anybody.
Before that DeJesus home run, opponents had been hitless in their last 15 at-bats against Rivera, and lefties had been hitless in their last 18 at-bats. So now it comes down to Joaquin Soria, who has not blown a save this year. He's 13 for 13. And Giambi wraps one to right center, but Gathright is there, and he fights the sun. One away.
You see Gathright here. He's got the glasses on right at the last minute. He just stays with it long enough to make the catch. Coming up on 5 o'clock in the afternoon in the Bronx here, and that makes it a real tough sun field as that sun goes down.
Now that 16 for 16 stat that you saw, that dates back to last year, so he's 13 for 13 this year. Here's Posada. That one's drilled to right field. Fair ball, tie game. See ya. 11-11.
Well, why not, Michael? After all of this, for what's happened today, it's nice to see Posada back in the lineup, swinging the bat well. Soria hasn't blown a save all year. Nobody'd expect Mariano Rivera to give up a first pitch home run in the ninth, but here's Posada. Fastball up and out of the plate. Soria trying to come in. Posada knew it right away. Hits a bullet. Keeps it fair down the line, right inside the foul pole, off the facade.
And Mo feels a little bit better. Posada's first home run since April 10th, which was at Kansas City 49 at-bats ago. And they want a curtain call from Posada. Jorge doesn't seem as if he wants to come out. Cano fouls one back.
See the Yankees reaction, Derek Jeter right there. You know, the impressive part, once again, whenever lefties, when they're facing right-handed pitchers that are trying to pitch them in, if you can beat the pitcher to the spot and keep that ball fair in Yankee Stadium down the line, that's good hitting. That's what you try. That's what we talked about with Jason Giambi earlier in the telecast. Posada's always had that ability. He could shorten up that swing, beat a pitcher to the spot on when they're trying to get this kitchen on the inside corner and keep that ball fair. As quickly as the Yankee Stadium crowd was stunned when last inning when Mariano Rivera gave up his home run, they are back on their feet and back alive again. It's been so much that way all day long.
Chop left side. Pena fields off balance throw. Got him.
And this is why Tony Pena Jr. is in the big leagues right here. This kind of play that's in the hole, on the run, throw across your body, get enough on that ball to get a a pretty speedy Robinson Cano at that.
So here is Wilson Betemit. He can end the game with one swing, or we'll have extra innings. 11-11. Pitch outside. Had a sac fly in the 4th inning. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Yankees with a season-high 17 hits, 22 runs combined, 29 hits combined. We might lead you right into the beginning of the Belmont, which is about at 6:20. Count 3-0.
Johnny Damon looking for another at-bat. His big day today. With all the twists and turns in this game, all the battles back. There's A-Rod there with a monster home run earlier in the game. This, whoever's on the losing end, is the ultimate of devastation. You stay out there this long in this game. Both teams have just played their hearts out. Whoever ends up losing this game, that's about as hard a loss as you can take right there.
And Bob McClure will go out and talk with Soria, and with a reliever, a young reliever, who's not used to failure. I mean, we just detailed how unusual that is for him. Maybe he's a little shaken up.
It happens. You know, it's human nature. You give up a big home run, you're in a safe situation. As you see Ron Mayhay loosening up just in case Soria continues to struggle. He's been lights out for the Royals this year. Definitely an all-star candidate. Good chance you're going to see this pitcher, Joakim Soria, at Yankee Stadium during the all-star game this year.
I'll tell you what, David, Trey Hillman has to watch, because if this goes to extra inning, Ron Mayhay is the last pitcher he has. Melky is 1 for 3 lifetime against Soria. Bannister started Peralta, Tomko, Ramirez, Gobble, Yabuda, and Soria. There's a strike. Another strike, count 0-2.
Well, you get the feeling that Mariano Rivera is going to come back out if the Yankees don't score and win the game right here. He'll come back out and pitch another inning. As far as Soria goes, Michael, that's a great point. With Ron Mayhay, the last pitcher of the bullpen, if he gets out of this, will Trey Hillman opt to pitch him another inning or maybe stretch him to 2 innings? But Mariano Rivera's going nowhere. They either win this game right here or he goes back out.
And the 1-2. Nubb, third base side, stays fair, it's a base hit. It stays fair, it's a base hit.
When you have this kind of game in an 11-11 game, it's been back and forth so many times. We've seen this a few times today. Full swing, cue shot off the end of the bat, well placed, no chance. As long as this ball just stays in the grass, that's going to be a base hit.
Well, David, doesn't it make sense that it comes down to Johnny Damon? Damon's had one of those career sort of days. He's 5 for 5. Started with a double. Then had 4 singles. Has scored a run. 3 ribbies. He's never had a 6-hit game in his career. He's had 7 5-hit games. He has a chance to win the game right here. In the 8th inning, he tied the game at 10 with a 2-run single. Bettamy is the winning run at second base. Cabrera's at first. He doesn't mean anything right now. And the pitch outside, 1-0.
This is a remarkable spot for Johnny Damon to find himself in after going 5 for 5 up to this point, as you just said, Michael. The Yankee Stadium crowd has really responded to it. Once again, back on their feet.
And the 1-0. 1-1. Damon, you want hot? He is 13 for his last 21. Swings under that fastball. Posada has tied it with a solo home run. Yankees trying to win it here in the bottom of the 9th. And the 1-1 outside. 2-1. The 9th sellout of the year, enjoying a wild one at the stadium. A hot Saturday. Runs galore. 11-11. First and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The 2-1. 3-1. Along with David Cohn, I'm Michael Kay. You're watching. Yes, we're so glad that you're with us. Hope you didn't go away when it was 10-6. If you went away and you're back, welcome back. 11-11. Bettamy gets a lead off second. And the 3-1. Driven down the right field line. That could go. It's going to be off the wall. It's going to win the game. The Yankees come all the way back. Johnny Damon with his 6th hit of the game drives in Bettamy, and the Yankees win 12-11. Bedlam in the Bronx.
Just remarkable, Michael. Just unbelievably remarkable. Johnny Damon down the line on a 3-1 pitch. Gets the ground rule double, doesn't matter. 6 for 6, such a rarity in the Major League game. To have the opportunity to go 6 for 6, much less come through.
A career-high 6 hits. What a day for Johnny Damon, and a tough loss for the Royals. And the second exhilarating win this week for the New York Yankees. Just outstanding. An unbelievable clutch performance for Johnny Damon, celebrating there with Alex Rodriguez, and our Kim Jones is with Johnny in front of the dugout. Kimberly.
Johnny, what is it like soaking in this applause after a 6 for 6 day and that kind of win?
It's great. I mean, this is actually my first walk-off with the Yankees, so unfortunately it's taken 2.5 years to get there, but you know, the guys kept plugging away. Posada's home run definitely got us back in the game. Just like that, it was tied, and our guys did a good job today.
When you're 5 for 5, do you hope it comes down to you as hot as your bat's been?
Well, Derek Jeter said that I'm going to hit that inning, and for God's sakes, he was right. So, and he actually made a pretty good pitch on me. I kept my hands inside the ball, and there was no hook to the ball, so it feels real good.
You guys needed every one of your 19 hits today. What does it mean that you were able to pick up guys like Pettit and Mariano, who've been so steady over the years?
Well, that's what teams are. I mean, you go and you pick each other up every chance you get, and today was a prime example, and we're just fortunate we got the win.
You go and pick each other up every chance you get. That's what teams are. Well said. This victory was a great team effort. Johnny Damon's game-winning 6th hit in his 6th at-bat gave the usually perfect Mariano Rivera the win. Just before that, Jorge Posada tied the game by hitting his first home run since returning from the disabled list against Royals closer Joaquim Soria, who had previously been perfect in the season with 13 saved chances. The offense had rescued Andy Pettit from his worst start in his 14 impressive years in the majors. They rallied from behind 3 times, allowing Pettit to be the first Yankee since Whitey Ford in 1961 to allow 10 runs and not be the losing pitcher. Well, at least he's in good company. As for the man of the hour, Johnny Damon became the 55th player in American League history to go 6 for 6, tying a club record and becoming the third Yankee to do it after Merrill Hogue in 1934 and Gerald Williams in 1996. Damon's perfection at the plate and the Yankees'